Dame. The national anthem about to be played. We'll step aside for one more timeout. When we come back, we'll have the lineups and baseball for you after this from downtown Durham.
From sun to rain to snow, Continental Tire's Extreme Contact DWS 06 is the ideal all-season tire for what you do. Quick view indicators visually inform drivers the level tires are performing in dry, wet, and snow conditions, while Sport Plus technology enhances grip on wet roads and provides precise steering for maximum control. For more information, visit us at ContinentalTire.com. Continental Tire, proud partner of the Duke Blue Devils.
Tobacco Road Sports Cafe, winner of Durham's Best Restaurant Award, is much more than a sports bar. It's a cafe with a commitment to delivering fresh, local source foods in a casual sports atmosphere. After the game, stop by Tobacco Road for great food, an incredible selection of local draft beers, and the best sports viewing experience outside of the stadium. Join us in Durham or Chapel Hill, or check out the Tobacco Road Brewery at 505 West Jones Street in Raleigh. Visit TobaccoRoadSportsCafe.com to learn more about the Triangle's favorite sports restaurant.
When my hair's too long, I'm not on my game. But after a haircut at Great Clips, I'm a new man.
My voice sounds like this when I barbecue raw meat.
At the gym, my abdominals abdominate. I can do that Elvis thing with my lower lip. And allergies, they become allergic to me.
Get back to greatness. With Clip Notes, get the cut you want every time, anywhere. Great Clips. It's going to be great.
Back inside the Durham Bulls Athletic Park, getting you set for Duke and Notre Dame, game one of this three-game series. Hi again, everybody. Chris Edwards back at the ballpark. Thanks for spending your Friday evening with us. Let's get to today's starting lineups. First for Notre Dame, who come in 11-13 overall, 4-5 inside the Atlantic Coast Conference. Mick Aoki is their head coach, and he signs this lineup card and sends it into home plate today. Leading off will be Cole Daly. He's in at shortstop. Batting second, the left fielder, Jake Johnson. Hitting third, playing second base, the team's leading hitter average-wise, Nick Potical. Matt Vierling, the center fielder, cleans up this afternoon. Batting fifth, Alex Kirshner, the designated hitter. Hitting sixth, Eric Gilgenbach, the right fielder. Daniel Jung, the first baseman, hits seventh. David Lamanna, the catcher, bats eighth. And Jared Miller, the third baseman, rounds out the batting order. Daly, Johnson, Potical, the top three. Vierling, Kirshner, Gilgenbach, the 4, 5, 6 hitters. And then the bottom three in the order, Jung, Lamanna, and Miller. On the mound for the Blue Devils tonight, sophomore left-hander Adam Lasky. Adam making his seventh start of the season for the Blue Devils, a 5-1 record, 35 2/3 innings pitched, 25 hits, 12 runs allowed, 10 of them have been earned. That equates to a .252 earned run average. Adams walked 15, struck out 33, so just shy of a strikeout per inning for Lasky. Opponents hitting .194 against him, 3 doubles, a triple, and 2 wild pitches allowed for the Blue Devil left-hander. Leading off the ball game will be Cole Daly, the left-handed hitting shortstop for Notre Dame. Daly comes in hitting .309 on the campaign. That .309 average for Daly is third on the team. A home run, 13 knocked in. He's on base at a .389 mark and slugging .443. Lasky will work from that modified windup on the third base side of the rubber. Corner infielders creep in. Lasky lifts the leg and fires to the plate. The first pitch is swung on and lifted down the left field line, turns foul, and that's how we get underway right on time at 6:05 here in downtown Durham. 71 degrees here at first pitch. Winds have been up and down. We had some showers crossing this morning. Maybe a chance of a passing shower as the evening goes along, but nothing that would halt play. 0-1 is smacked foul behind home plate, and it's 0-2 on Daly. Tarp was on the field last night. Blue Devils uncovered it today around 11 or so. Rain got out of here, had brilliant sunshine. It is breezy. A cold front is on the way, but 71 as we start the contest tonight. 0-2 pitch on Daly, a breaking ball just top foul to the backstop. Notre Dame is a club entering action today, 6th in the ACC in batting average at .265. They've homered 14 times as a group, 113 knocked in, and a collective on-base average of .371. 0-2 again from Lasky. Here it comes, and it's a fastball blown by him on the outside corner. Good beginning for the Duke sophomore, one away, as Lasky fans the first that he faces. Gives us a chance now to look at the Duke defense, which has Jimmy Herron in left, Kenny Taylor in center field, Griffin Conine in right, Jack Lebowski creeping in at third. Zach Cohn at short, Max Miller at second. Joey Loperfido plays even with the bag at first, and Chris Proctor does the catching. Opening pitch on Jake Johnson is swung on and tomahawked toward the Duke dugout for strike one. Johnson also hits from the left side, one of three true left-handers in the batting order for Notre Dame this evening. They also have a switch hitter in Jared Miller, who bats ninth. Johnson at .298 for the season, a home run and 13 knocked in, .421 slugging, .388 on base. The 0-1 pitch, weak ground ball right side, Loperfido off the bag. He will step on first and retire Johnson, 2 up, 2 down against Lasky. Brings up Nick Podkul, the second baseman. Podkul hitting .368. It's the best mark on the team. Also leads the team with 32 hits. He's homered 3 times, has driven in a team-high 19. A .586 slugging percentage, which is the best mark on the team, to go along with a team-high .496 on-base mark. Lasky looks in. Left-hander raises the leg and fires. First pitch fastball misses inside for ball one. A.J. Lastaglio calling the balls and strikes tonight. Clint Lawson over at first. Joseph Jukowitz at second. And Cedric Coleman will make the calls at third. Those are the umpires assigned by the ACC. Lasky ready, and the left-hander's 1-0. Swinging a line drive to short right at Zach Cohen, who battles the sunlight, makes the catch, and retires the side. Good start for Adam Lasky. 3 up, 3 down here in the first inning. Done with a half inning in downtown Durham. Notre Dame nothing, and the Blue Devils are coming up.
Duke fans, don't miss your chance to experience the action live with tickets from Vivid Seats, the official partner of the Duke Blue Devils. Visit vividseats.com/Duke today to buy and sell tickets to any event, home games, on the road, even sold-out games, no problem. And every transaction is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee. Vivid Seats lets you see more and sit closer all season long. Support the Blue Devils with tickets from official partner Vivid Seats. To purchase tickets and read our guarantee terms, visit vividseats.com/Duke today.
This is Kevin White representing Duke Athletics. All of us within Duke Athletics love our relationship with 9th Street Flowers. Make no mistake about it, 9th Street Flowers is the official florist of Duke Athletics. The next time you need a floral arrangement for the birth of a new baby, a retirement, a holiday, or a graduation, stop by and see Larry Wood and his staff at 700 9th Street in Durham, or simply visit 9thstreetflowers.com. Go Duke, go 9th Street Flowers.
Last of the first, scoreless affair here in Durham, and the Blue Devils will come to the plate this way this evening. Jimmy Herron leads off. He's in left field. Joey Loperfido, the first baseman, bats second. Hitting third is the shortstop, Zach Cohn. The cleanup hitter is the right fielder, Griffin Conine. Jack Lebowski patrols third base and bats fifth for Duke tonight. Chris Proctor does the catching. He'll hit sixth. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Max Miller. Michael Smiklis, the DH, will hit eighth. And Kenny Taylor in center field bats ninth. Herron, Loperfido, Cohn the top three for Duke. Conine, Lebowski, Proctor 4, 5, and 6. Miller, Smiklis, and Taylor 7, 8, and 9. On the mound for Notre Dame today will be graduate student left-hander Scott Tully. It's the 7th start of the season for Tully. A 3-1 record, 30 2/3 innings pitched, 21 hits, 13 runs, 12 of them earned, a .352 ERA, 20 walks, 18 strikeouts, and teams are batting .189 against him. Tully not going to be overpowering. If you're with us in the pregame show with Coach Pollard, 83 to 85. He'll have a changeup, 65, 67. So a guy that changes speeds, but will pitch up in the zone. Opening pitch on Jimmy Herron is a strike over the inside corner, a fastball 0-1. Herron at .283 for the season, a home run. He's knocked in 10. Jimmy with an on-base percentage of .405. 0-1, too high, and called a ball, 1-1. Blue Devils in the black jersey tops tonight, blue piping down the sides of the white pants. Duke written in bold blue letters across the front of the jerseys, blue or black caps, blue bill, with the Duke D on the front. Herron smokes one down the right field line, but it drifts out of play, and it's 1-2. Notre Dame in the traveling grays today. Gray tops, gray pants. Blue numerals, gold trim, gray caps with the navy blue bills. Notre Dame in blue and gold, the logo on the front of the cap. 1-2 on Heron, the pitch home. Breaking ball line to the second baseman. Podkel plays it on one bounce, throws to first, and gets the hustling Heron to open up the ball game. One away for Joey Loper-Fido. Before Joey comes to the plate, we'll give you the Notre Dame defense. Johnson in left, Verling in center, Gilgenbach in right. Miller at third, Daly at short, Podkel, you've met him at second base, Jung over at first, and Lamanna behind the plate with Tully on the mound. Here's Joey Loper-Fido coming off a 4-for-4 ball game on Tuesday night against Presbyterian. Loper-Fido at .373, the best mark on the team, 3 homers and 20 knocked in. .465 on base mark as he swings at the first pitch and lifts one out to center. Veerling judges looking up into the sky and a two-handed catch with the sunglasses on in center field to retire Loper-Fido 2 away. Base is empty for Zach Cohen, who's at .301 as he checks into action tonight. Cohen 3 home runs, 18 knocked in, slugging .505 with a .365 on base percentage. Scoreless game in the first as Cohen dribbles one foul toward the Duke dugout. Sun permeating the outfield here makes it tough for the middle infielders and all 3 outfielders as they're looking right up into the setting sun. Cohen whacks one out toward left. Johnson a late break but comes in on it, makes a one-handed squeeze, and retires the side here in the first. Both sides go 1, 2, 3 in their opening at bat. We trek on to the second here at the Durham Bulls Athletic Park. No score. Glad to have you with us on a beautiful Friday night in the Bull City.
It's game day, sports fans. That means meeting up with your buddies to watch the game. Buddies like Mike. Mike's a pretty cool guy. He cheers loud for his team, buys the first round, and offers to get you home safe after the game. And Mike doesn't drink and drive. He's smarter than that. Be like Mike and find another way home.
Don't drink and drive. You're smarter than that. Find your way home at besmarterthanthat.com.
From North Durham to campus, downtown and the RTP Duke is proud to be a part of the growing Durham community. We are also proud to be made in Durham. This year, we are thrilled to celebrate a number of our sponsors who are not only important parts of our community, but are also made in Durham. Please join us in supporting our Made in Durham partners: the American Tobacco Campus, Durham Catering Company, Nosh, Harris Beverages, Spoke Up, the Washington Duke Inn and Golf Club, and Durham Coca-Cola. Go Duke!
Nine-pitch first inning for Adam Lasky. He's back to work here in the second in a scoreless affair. Veerling, Kirshner, and Gilgenbach, the 3 due up here for the Irish. Matt Veerling, the center fielder, checking in with a .283 average, 3 home runs, 18 knocked in, .405 on base percentage, slugging .413 as he digs in from the right side against the left-hander Lasky. Adam working from that modified windup as Veerling steps into the box, taps one time on home plate, left-hander ready, kicks the leg and fires. Fastball off the outside corner, ball 1. Adam coming off another great start, back-to-back quality starts for Adam against Miami, then last weekend at Pitt, the 1-0, way outside, 2-0. Last Friday against Pitt, 7 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. It was unearned, 4 walks, 8 strikeouts. And then 2 weeks ago here against Miami in the ACC series as the 2-0 pitch on Veerling is lifted foul behind home plate. Against Miami here at home, 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, and 6 strikeouts. 7 quality starts for Adam during his career. 4 of his 7 have come this season. So it's been the anchor of the rotation for the Blue Devils this campaign is the 2-1 pitch. A breaking ball just misses the outside corner and runs the count to 3-1. Lasky enters action today tied for the lead in the ACC in terms of wins. He's won 5 games so far this season. Ranks 8th in the conference in ERA. Is a 3-1, a strike on a broad outside corner about shin high. Veerling would have needed a bow door to hit that one, but the count's full anyway, 3-2. Adam ready, and the payoff pitch on Veerling. Got him swinging. Second strikeout for Lasky. one away. Brings up the designated hitter. Alex Kirshner is hitting .315 with 6 knocked in. Lasky also enters action today with a 194 batting average against. That's the 10th best mark in the Atlantic Coast Conference. So some high superlatives for Adam here early in this campaign as the left-hander ready and delivers the opening pitch on Kirshner, which touches the outside corner. A fastball strike, 0-1. Now, Adam has only had 2 starts this year that weren't recorded as quality starts. As the 0-1 pitch on Kirshner is a breaking ball grounded towards short and past the lunging Cone into left field. There's the game's first base runner, a 1-out single for Alex Kirshner. And that brings up Eric Gilgenbach, the right fielder. The only 2 starts were against Virginia here at home in the conference opener, 5 2/3 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, 5 walks, 4 strikeouts. A game the Blue Devils won, but Adam recorded a no decision in that contest. Then at Vandy, which was his only loss of the season in the opener of the 2018 campaign, 4 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, and a strikeout. But the number doesn't tell the story. I mean, that game finished, 9-1, but the Blue Devils were in it for a while. Runner from first, Lasky from the stretch, and Gilgenbach an empty cut on a breaking ball, strike 1. Gilgenbach enters action at 190 tonight, 4 home runs and 15 knocked in. You look at some of the numbers on Gilgenbach, and they're impressive. 4 home runs. He's had a whale of a campaign. He hit a pair of home runs against LSU on February 18th, had 7 RBI in that game, and then hit grand slams in back-to-back games. 0-1, swinging strike on a fastball. It's 0-2. Hit a grand slam at LSU in the series finale, then hit a grand slam the next game against St. Louis, the first time an Irish player hit grand slams in back-to-back games since 2002 when Joe Thaman did it against Boston College in back-to-back games of that series. 0-2 on Gilgenbach, runner from first, 1 out. Lasky pauses and now delivers and misses the outside corner. But you look at Gilgenbach's numbers, he's got 12 hits on the season, average at 190. So of his 12 hits, 8 of them have been for extra bases, 4 doubles and 4 home runs. So he certainly has some power. As the left-hander ready, runner from first, 1-2. Swing and a cue shot foul, right side. It's still 1-2. But Gilgenbach, as you might imagine, with that power, and 8 of his 12 hits going for extra bases, does have some holes in his swing. He struck out 30 times in 63 at-bats. Lasky looking for a punch-out or a ground ball. Blue Devils have turned 23 double plays this year. Lasky sets and the 1-2. Swinging a bouncing ball to Cone. He's got it, underhands to Miller, throws on to first, and there you go. 6-4-3, and the Blue Devils turn their 24th double play of the season and get out of minimal trouble here in this second frame. No runs hit and nobody left for the Irish here in the second inning. Onward to the bottom half of inning number 2. Duke and Notre Dame are scoreless here at the DBAP.
Hey, sports fans. When you're cheering on your team today and you're 21 or older, show you're a true fan and take the pledge to be a Bud Light good sport. By taking the pledge to drink responsibly and designating a driver, you're making the right call. And that's a game plan we can all rally behind. From your friends at Bud Light, thanks for making the right call and drinking responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Are you ready to see more clearly? Duke Eye Center offers the latest in laser vision correction, including custom LASIK, PRK, and other refractive surgery procedures. Our award-winning eye surgeons are board-certified and fellowship-trained cornea specialists who use the most up-to-date technology to help you achieve the best possible vision. Duke Eye Center is consistently ranked as one of the top 10 eye centers in the country by U.S. News & World Report. So why not go to the best for your eye care? Contact us today for your free LASIK consultation by visiting DukeEyeCenter.org or calling 919-681-3937.
Last of the second, no score. It'll be Conine, Lebowski, and Proctor, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up for Duke here in this second frame. Pretty economical first inning there from the Notre Dame left-hander Scott Tully, who threw just 7 pitches. A ground out and a couple of flyouts, and we'll see if the Blue Devils can get to him a little bit here in the second. Griffin Conine will start things off for the Blue Devils. Average up to 237. Griffin, the team leader with 5 home runs, and has knocked in 19, 360 on base percentage, and slugging .473. Conine walking toward the plate as Tully tugging at his cap on the back side of the mound. And we'll have a left-on-left matchup here to start this second inning. Griffin 5 hits and 17 at-bats against left-handed pitching this year. A big sweeping curveball that misses outside to start the bottom of the second. Tully has recorded back-to-back quality starts last weekend at home against Florida State, and prior to that, or last weekend at home against Wake Forest, I should say, prior to that at Florida State, the 1-0. Griffin swings and chops one up the first baseline, but it rolls foul. It's 1-1. Last Friday against Wake Forest, 6 2/3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Walked 3, struck out 3, and threw 114 pitches. So a guy that can give you a solid effort, work deep into a ball game, as the 1-1 pitch on Conine. Swung on and popped up a mile high in the air into right field. Podkul is out. Gilgan Beck is in. It's Podkul facing the infield who makes the catch and retires Griffin to start the second. One away, brings up Jack Lebowski, the Duke third baseman. Against Florida State, 6 1/3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks, no strikeouts. Because he went 6+ innings and only allowed 3 earned runs, it is defined as a quality start. Had a no decision in that contest. Lebowski at 195, 3 homers and 15 knocked in. He looks at a fastball upstairs. It's 1-0. His only loss, he being Tully, his only loss came at Miami 3 weeks ago tonight. 4 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Lebowski takes inside, maybe a little bit high. It's 2-0. Now, Tully, the graduate student, made just 6 appearances last year with 5 starts as Lebowski takes ball 3. Had a 3.71 ERA last year as he worked his way back from Tommy John surgery. The 3-0 pitch on Jack, not swinging, and takes a strike even though the ball pops out of the middle of Manna. It's 3-1. Made 8 appearances in 2016, 12 1/3 innings before his Tommy John surgery. But battled his way back, was the opening day starter for Notre Dame this year at LSU. Lebowski fouls a 3-1 back and out of play. And in that opening day start against the Tigers, worked his 100th career inning. Ready to go with a payoff pitch on Lebowski. And swung on and served into right field. Gilgenbach nearing the line, still coming, and makes the catch in fair territory to retire Jack for out number 2. 2 away, base is empty. Blue Devils still searching for their first base runner as Chris Proctor comes to the plate. Proctor has reached base safely in 8 straight games, average up to 269 with a homer and 9 knocked in. 402 on base percentage for the left-handed hitting Duke catcher. Third baseman Miller is in as Proctor spits on ball 1 down and away. Eighteenth pitch of the outing coming from Tully. And it's on the outside corner for a called strike. Outfield pretty much straight up on Chris, maybe a shade around toward left as Proctor takes wide of home plate and runs the count to 2-1. Max Miller hoping for a chance. He's waiting in the on-deck circle. 2 balls and a strike. Ready as a left-hander in the offering home. Proctor swings and smokes one out toward left. Johnson backing up on it but has a beat on it shy of the warning track. Makes the catch and ends the inning. 6 up, 6 down against the Notre Dame left-hander. We've played 2 here in Durham, and we're still scoreless on the Blue Devil IMG Sports Network and ACC Network Extra.
Nothing says time off like a weekend spreading mulch. Say no and call EcoPro. Family-owned and operated, EcoPro Mulch will save your weekend. EcoPro can deliver your mulch or ask about their nifty blower truck to spread your mulch and save you from cleaning up. With EcoPro, you'll get the best quality mulch for your yard and your quality time back. EcoProMulch.com. Mention this ad for a special discount on your next mulching with EcoPro.
Capital City Chop House is located near RDU and just a short trip from Duke, making it the perfect place to celebrate a Blue Devils victory. Locally owned and operated for 19 years, we feature the highest quality meat, ocean fresh seafood, and pork dishes for an elegant dining experience. Tasting is believing, so visit us at Capital City Chop House off Airport Boulevard in Raleigh, Port City Chop House in Wilmington, or Chop House in High Point, or visit us online at chophousesofnc.com. Everything you've heard is true. Chop House Restaurants, the perfect dining experience.
Third inning here at the Durham Bulls Athletic Park, no score, and Lasky will face the lower third of the order. Adam permitted that one-out single in the second, but the Blue Devils turned and double play behind him and got Adam off the field. Lasky at 21 pitches through his first 2 innings, threw 7 in the first, 14 in the second, and now Daniel Jung, the first baseman, leads it off. Jung hitting 197 on the campaign, a homer and 4 knocked in. Jung emerged as the everyday first baseman for the Irish last year. As Lasky ready, left-hander against left-hander. And now Adam steps off, wants the signs again. Jung hit .223 last year, 4 home runs, 7 doubles, 19 runs knocked in, and a .325 on base average as he slaps the first pitch out of play for strike 1. Again, emerging as the everyday first baseman, played in 56 games, but started 48, all at first base. As Adam ready, left-hander looks in, swipes to a no sign, and now home on 0-1. Swinging a ground ball up along first, that's a foul ball, and it's 0-2. Jung will be followed by Lamanna and then Miller here in this third inning. As we take our first check at the Atlantic Coast Conference scoreboard, which as always is powered by Vivid Seats, official partner of Duke Athletics. See more and sit closer with vividseats.com/Duke. 0-2 on Jung. Lasky ready and delivers home, and it's off the outside corner. Virginia, a 9-7 lead over Pittsburgh as they play at Charles Cost Field today. That game in the top of the 9th inning, so Virginia looking for a little insurance. Adam will get the signs again from Chris Proctor. Bottom of the 7th up at English Field in Blacksburg. NC State hammering Virginia Tech 11-1 in Game 2 of that series. Lasky steps off. He and Proctor couldn't get together. Virginia Tech won the opener from NC State last night 10-2. 1-2 pitch, weak ground ball again, foul pass first. North Carolina, a 1-0 lead over Wake Forest, top of the 2nd in Chapel Hill. Underway in Atlanta, Georgia Tech and Miami, no score. Louisville and Florida State in a big ACC series this weekend. That game in the bottom of the 1st inning from Tallahassee, and again, no score in that contest. 1-2 again, chase to high fastball, strikeout number 3 for Lasky. 1 down for David Lamanna, the catcher, who's hitting .253, a homer and 6 knocked in. .303 on base average, slugging .289. They are just about underway in Clemson, where the Tigers are hosting Boston College at Doug Kingsmore Stadium. Around the ACC last night, 3 games that were going on as 3 series began. Again, the Thursday, Friday, Saturday series. Breaking ball strike, touching the outside corner, 0-1. It was Clemson, a 10-2 winner over Boston College last night. We told you Virginia Tech beat NC State 10-2. For the Hokies, it was their 5th ACC win of the year, 0-1, swing and a miss. And Florida State topped Louisville in Tallahassee last night 9-4. Seminoles 21-6 entering action today. NC State, Duke, and Florida State, the 3 schools in the ACC, which have reached the 20-win plateau so far. 0-2 is off the outside corner. It's 1-2. Actually, you have to add Clemson in there as well. Tigers picked up their 20th win last night. But it's the Blue Devils and the Wolfpack who enter action tonight, tied for the best record in the ACC, both at 21-5. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. 4 strikeouts for Lasky. Back-to-back punch-outs here in the third, and it's Jared Miller, the third baseman, who's coming up. Miller, the switch hitting third baseman, is batting 196. He's homered one, has not homered yet, knocked in 4, and a 300 on base mark. Miller got his first career RBI in the win at Miami on March the 10th in Game 2 of that series. The freshman digs in, and Lasky's first pitch is served out toward left center field. Heron and Taylor are there. It's Heron crossing over and making the catch in left center and retiring the side. Well, that's another one right there. The Duke outfield, where fly balls go to die. Lasky a 1-2-3 third. We'll traverse on to the fourth here at the to the bottom of the third, I should say. No score.
Smith Orthodontics is a proud supporter of Duke Athletics. Dr. Dempsey Smith is a leading Invisalign provider in the state of North Carolina, utilizing the latest in technology in an honest, friendly, and comfortable environment. As the preferred orthodontics provider of Duke Athletics, our team is committed to providing the best quality care possible for all of our patients. Visit DurhamOrthodontics.com or call today for a complimentary consultation to see why Smith Orthodontics has become a fan favorite for individuals and families in Durham, Mebane, and the surrounding areas.
When my hair gets too long, I don't feel like me. But after a haircut at Great Clips, I get my
edge back. I order reprints of my driver's license photo. My dentist thinks I floss daily. I time revolving doors perfectly. And I can pronounce Worcestershire sauce. Oh, yes. Worcestershire.
Get in, out, and back to greatness. Download the Great Clips online check-in app. Great Clips. It's going to be great.
Bottom of the third inning at the Durham Bulls Athletic Park. No score. It's the 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up for the Blue Devils. Duke looking for their first hit and their first base runner so far this evening, as Miller, Smickless, and Taylor will take their first cuts against left-hander Scott Tully. Tully so far at 20 pitches, 13 tosses in the second, just 7 back in the first, as the throw comes down to second base, and Max Miller strides toward home plate. Max has reached base safely in 7 straight ball games. Average up to 262 for Max with 13 knocked in. 379 on base average, slugging 274. Max had a pair of hits in the win over Presbyterian on Tuesday, including an RBI single. Also walked and scored a run in that contest. Left-hander looks in as the third baseman Miller plays even with the bag. Opening pitch on Max is off the inside corner, 1 ball and no strikes. Been kind of tough to figure out the strike zone of A.J. Lostaglio at times tonight. Does not seem like he wants to grant much off the corners. The kick and the 1-0 pitch. Miller takes a high strike, and it's 1-1. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for Notre Dame, all 0 so far for the Blue Devils. Tully, the left-hander, gets the sign from his catcher, Lamanna, and the 1-1 on Max. Swung on and missed, challenged him with a fastball. Max might have fouled, tipped that one. Either way, it's 1-2. This is the 4th start on the road this year for Tully. 1-1 in those starts, 15 2/3 innings pitched. 15 hits, 9 runs. That's a 5.32 ERA. 8 walks and 7 strikeouts. The 1-2 pitch. Miller swings and shoots one down the right field line, but it'll turn foul. 1-1 in those 3 road starts, again, which were at LSU, Miami, and Florida State. Tully had a great sophomore season for the Irish as the 1-2 on Miller. A big, slow breaking ball that Max able just to get a piece of and foul back. During his sophomore season in 2015, led the team in strikeouts with 63. Made 5 starts, 17 relief appearances with 65 innings pitched. Another 1-2. Way outside and levels the count on the Duke second baseman. Max leading off the Duke third. No score. Good crowd filing into the DBAP tonight. And plenty of room for you if you're in the area and want to come out and join us. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch home. Miller takes upstairs and works the count full. Two teams that play really solid defense have gotten some great starting pitching, so no surprise this game is 0-0 here in the third. Payoff pitch on Miller. Swinging a foul back. Good rip that time by Miller. This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat. Max has fouled off 3 pretty good two-strike pitches, including that big sweeping breaking ball that Tully threw at him about 3 or 4 pitches ago. Another payoff pitch, and swinging and missing is Miller. There's the first punch out for the Notre Dame left-hander. 1 down here in the 3rd. Brings up Michael Smickless, the Duke DH. Smick at 167 on the year with an RBI, 355 on base percentage. 9th start of the season for Smick. It's his 13th game of the year. Left-hander digging in. Big wide stance for Smickless as now Tully steps off the rubber and is ready to work again. Blue Devils have a nice left-right balance in their lineup today as the opening pitch on Smickless is a breaking ball strike touching the outside corner. Blue Devils go right, left, pretty much all the way down their lineup. The only time they have back-to-back right-handers due up is Taylor 9 and Heron 1. Curveball flipped down the left field line out of play, and it's 0-2. Bases empty, 1 out. We're in the bottom half of the 3rd inning, no score. Smick swings, lines 1 out toward right center field. That's going to fall for a hit. Smick a wide turnaround first, but drops anchor there. That's the first Duke hit of the night, and the Blue Devils a 1-out base runner here in the 3rd. Now Kenny Taylor, the Duke center fielder, coming to the plate. Kenny hitting .259 so far this season, a homer and 11 knocked in. .364 on base. Smick a small lead at first as Taylor takes a fastball strike. Taylor walked and scored against Presbyterian on Tuesday night. Taylor's hit the ball hard, but not a lot to show for it so far this year. Does have some pop. Kenny's already homered once to left field at Coombs, which is impressive. 0-1. Ground ball to short, could be 2. Daly underhands to Podkul for 1, who fires on to first and ends the inning. Well, Notre Dame turns a double play of their own, and just like the Blue Devils, the Irish have turned 24 double plays this season. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left, and we move on to the 4th inning at the Durham Bulls Athletic Park. Duke and Notre Dame, they're scoreless, and we're back with the 4th after this timeout.
From sun to rain to snow, Continental Tire's Extreme Contact DWS 06 is the ideal all-season tire for what you do. Quick view indicators visually inform drivers the level tires are performing in dry, wet, and snow conditions, while Sport Plus technology enhances grip on wet roads and provides precise steering for maximum control. For more information, visit us at ContinentalTire.com. Continental Tire, proud partner of the Duke Blue Devils.
Hey, Blue Devil fans, fill your basket before every game with everything you need from Harris Teeter. Delicious subs and wraps, fresh hot store-made pizza, crowd-pleasing party platters, or ready-to-serve wing trays, just to name a few. Firing up the grill? Harris Teeter Reserve Angus beef will be the superstar of your game day meal. We guarantee it. Stop in your Harris Teeter for great savings on game day foods, or download the HT app to order ahead. Harris Teeter, where Blue Devil fans shop for groceries.
To the 4th inning at the Durham Bulls Athletic Park, no scored. Top of the order for the Irish. Both pitchers have faced the minimum over the first 3 innings, and this will begin the 2nd time through the order for Adam Lasky. Cole Daly struck out swinging his first time up against Adam back in that opening frame. As the wind picks up and whips out toward center field now, corner infielders are in for the Blue Devils, and the opening pitch from Lasky bounces in for ball 1. As we start the 4th, we'll open up the broadcast to those of you listening at home or watching at home today. We'll tell you how you can get involved and say hello after this 1-0 pitch, which is a breaking ball smacked foul pass first to even the count. If you want to say hello, send us a tweet Our Twitter handles are at Duke Base or at Chris__Edwards. Again, at Duke Base or at Chris__Edwards. If Twitter's not your thing, but you still want to say hi, we have an email address too. The 1-1 is down, and the count moves to 2-1. Email address, dukebaseballradio@gmail.com. Again, at Duke Base or at Chris__Edwards on Twitter. Lasky home on 2-1. And it's a fly ball out toward left center field. Taylor is there and makes the catch. 1 out. Or you can also email dukebaseballradio@gmail.com. Would love to hear from you tonight as we traverse on here in this evening's contest. 1 away, base is empty. Jake Johnson, the left fielder, will come to the plate next. First pitch, right through there. Off-speed pitch for a strike, 0-1. Johnson 0 for 1, grounded out to the first baseman his opening time up. Lasky ready and fires, and a fastball misses just a little bit too far inside to even the count at 1-1. Adam gets the sign from Chris Proctor. Wipes his leg to the new sign now and delivers way outside. Hitter's count here for Johnson, 2-1. Line score even for both teams, 0-1-0. As that one grounded to first. Behind the bag, Loperfido has it and will touch first as Johnson grounds out to Loperfido for the second time tonight. 2 up, 2 down brings up Nick Podkul, who smoked the ball to the shortstop, Zach Cohen, his first time up. Podkul enters action today, number 2 in the ACC in on-base percentage and 7th in batting average. Coming off a .285 season last year, in which he hit 15 doubles, 3 triples, 5 home runs, 20 RBI, a .386 on-base percentage, and he slugged .439. Leads Notre Dame in average, RBIs, on base, and slugging as he looks at ball 1. Podkul had a 27-game on-base streak last year and had a 22-game on-base streak that came into this season that was snapped a few weeks ago. 1-0 pitch is in the dirt, and the count moves to 2-0. Was one of 2 players last year to play in all 58 games and start all 58 games for Notre Dame. Ahead in the count here, 2 balls and no strikes. Corner infielders back up to regular depth. Lasky ready, kicks the leg, and the 2-0 on Podkul is a little bit low, 3-0. It's the first 3-ball count for Lasky since the second inning when he went 3-2 on Vierling, who's waiting on deck. 3-0 right down to the middle for a called strike, 3-1. 3-1 from Adam. Here it comes. And it's down and inside, ball 4. It's the first free pass surrendered by Lasky. 2-out walk brings up the dangerous Matt Vierling, who struck out his opening time up.
Center fielder for 24, Matt Vierling.
Vierling, a preseason All-ACC selection by College Baseball Daily and Perfect Game, has had a heck of a March. He didn't want this month to end. He has reached base safely in 15 of 17 games this month. Coming off a Triple Crown year for Notre Dame last season. Lasky delivers to the plate and barely misses the inside corner. 5 in a row, or 4 of the last 5 have missed the zone. Time called now as Chris Proctor out to the plate to have a pep talk with Adam Lasky. A.J. Lastaglio will wipe off home plate, clap his hands, not very rhythmically, but it's going to try and speed things along. 1 ball and no strikes. Runner at first, 2 out. Top of the 4th inning, no score. Lasky from the stretch, holds at the belt, and the 1-0. Outside corner, a called strike. It's 1-1. Lasky looking in. Sign set. Adams swipes to a new sign. Holds at the belt. The 1-1 home. Swinging a ground ball foul up against the netting in front of the Notre Dame dugout. A ball and 2 strikes on Veerling. Have our first tweet in tonight. We will get to that in just a moment. Lasky from the stretch. The 1-2. Fouled away. It's still a ball in 2 strikes on Veerling. Walter DeVore, age 7, and Henry DeVore, age 5, say hello and go Duke. Dad Adam also watching tonight. We will be there tomorrow. Great to hear from you guys. Great to know that you're going to be here. Stop by and say hi before the game. The 1-2, runner goes. Pitch is outside. Proctor throw to second base. Late. Particle swipes his 7th of the season. It's now 7 of 9 in stolen bases. Teams are now 7 of 9 against Lasky in stolen bases. And a 2-ball, 2-strike count on Veerling, and a base hit may give the Irish an early lead. But hello to the DeVores. Great to hear from you guys tonight. Appreciate you watching and tweeting in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runner at second with 2 out. Proctor flashes the numbers. Lasky comes set. Adam ready. Home on 2-2. Swinging a fly ball out toward left. Heron will watch this ball hit high off the blue monster. In to score Particle. Veerling will be held with a single. Nice job by Heron to get that ball back in quickly. But it's an RBI single for Matt Veerling, his 19th of the season. And Notre Dame strikes first. Irish take a 1-0 lead. Now Alex Kirshner, who singled and then was later erased in a double play, will come up. Opening pitch due on Kirshner as Veerling leads away from first. Adam to the plate. Outside corner, a called strike, 0-1. Blue Devil will shade Kirshner a bit to the pull side on the infield with Miller shading up the middle. Throw comes to first where Loperfido grabs it, but no tag applied. Duke maybe a half step or two around toward the left in the outfield against Kirshner, especially after he hit a ball through that 5-6 hole the first time up. Adam ready. Checks the runner at first. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss on a ball that was in the dirt. He went around. And it's 0-2 on the Notre Dame designated hitter. Lasky way ahead. 1-0 lead for Notre Dame here in the top of the 4th. Irish a little 2-out magic. A 2-out walk, a stolen base, and then a ball hit off the blue monster. 0-2. Swing and a miss. 5th strikeout for Lasky as he limits any further damage in this 4th frame. Notre Dame strikes first, a run on a hit and a man left. We go to the bottom half of the 4th inning here at the DBAP. It's Notre Dame 1 and Duke 0.
This is Duke head football coach David Cutcliffe. On game day, our team has each other's backs. So who has our back when it comes to treating injuries off the field? The team at Duke Sports Medicine. You can get that same level of care at the James R. Urbanic Sports Sciences Institute in Durham. It's a full-service sports medicine clinic where you can see the same experts used by Duke Athletics, including specialists in orthopedics, sports cardiology, concussion, and sports vision. Make an appointment or learn more at dukehealth.org. Go Duke.
We understand at Thrifty Tire that getting your car fixed or buying new tires can be overwhelming. Let us help you choose from our large selection. We feature tires that fit your needs and budget, from top quality brands such as Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and more. We pride ourselves on being your #1 choice for any auto repair. Let us earn your business. We're located on North Roxborough Road in Durham and Main Street in South Boston. That's Thrifty Tire Service Center.
Bottom of the 4th inning, Notre Dame leading 1-0. And it'll be the top of the order due up for the Blue Devils against Tully, who will start his second time through the batting order. Coach Pollard talks all the time about having an answer. We'll see if the Blue Devils can find a way to have an answer here against Tully in this bottom of the 4th inning with Heron, Loperfido, and Cone coming up. Jimmy Heron bounced out to the second baseman his first time up. He'll get us going here in the 4th. Glad to have you with us tonight from the Durham Bulls Athletic Park. A great crowd here in downtown Durham on a beautiful evening for baseball. If you're not here, why not? Heron digs in, Tully from the stretch, kicks and delivers. Strike one, crossing on the inside corner. Weather looks great for the rest of the weekend. Highs into the upper 60s to low 70s tomorrow as Heron takes too far inside. And then back up near 70 on Sunday. One. Big sweeping breaking ball misses high on the outer part of the plate. And Heron ahead in the count, 2-1. Jimmy has hit safely in 4 straight. He's reached base safely in 6 in a row. As the 2-1 pitch home is outside, ball 3. Be nice to get the leadoff man aboard, especially a guy that has the wheels like Jimmy Heron. Tully doesn't walk many guys, just 20 walks in 31 innings coming in as Heron pops one foul. Shedding the mask is Lamanna. Behind home plate, has room and makes the catch. One down, base is empty. Joey Loperfido coming up. Big hello to Steve DeCaster, who's listening in tonight out in Minnesota. Great to hear from you, Mr. DeCaster. Thanks for joining us. Loperfido 0 for 1, flew out to center field his first time up. Takes a breaking ball high. It's 1-0. Sun has ducked behind the clouds for the moment, so no shadows on the field. Lights are on. It was kind of overcast. We got started. The 1-0 Loperfido takes upstairs. And again, if you weren't with us at the top of the broadcast, we did have some showers this morning. They got out of here pretty quick, and now time called. And out comes Chuck Restano, the pitching coach for Notre Dame. Saw something that he doesn't like from his left-hander. Now we'll trot out and have a conversation. Now, interesting to point out, since opening day for Major League Baseball was yesterday, and I'm sure most of you probably caught part of maybe all of a game or multiple games, this would be one mound visit charged to Notre Dame. Actually, it would be 2 mound visits, or 1 mound visit charged to each team, since Chris Proctor went out to chat with Lasky in the last inning. Each team would have 5 mound visits remaining. So dumb. I know. I get the pace of play argument. Play the game the way it's supposed to be played. Loperfido skies one into short center field. Coming in is Vierling. He will make the call and the catch. And there are 2 down here in the Duke 4th inning. We had this big argument, if you were with us last week, a couple weeks ago in the midweek, as Zach Cohen comes up, about the pace of play, things like that. Don't need to get into all that, but look, baseball was fine for hundreds of years. What's that old saying? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Wind picks up as Cohen digs in. Flew out to fairly deep left field his first time up. and slashes the first pitch foul down the right field line. Strike one. And if you want to say I'm a purist or a traditionalist or whatever, yeah, I probably am. Probably sound like an old man, get off my lawn, but it is what it is. Here's the 0-1 on Cone. Breaking ball swung on and flipped out toward left center field. Falling quickly, diving try by Johnson, and he made the catch. Robs Cone of extra bases, and a nice play by Johnson, who came hustling over from left field and made the play. A hit taken away from Zach Cone, and the Blue Devils turned away in order here in the fourth inning. Duke has gone 1, 2, 3 in 3 of the 4 innings so far tonight, and we have played 4 here at the DBAP. It's Notre Dame 1, Duke nothing.
Are you ready to see more clearly? Duke Eye Center offers the latest in laser vision correction, including custom LASIK, PRK, and other refractive surgery procedures. Our award-winning eye surgeons are board-certified and fellowship-trained cornea specialists who use the most up-to-date technology to help you achieve the best possible vision. Duke Eye Center is consistently ranked as one of the top 10 eye centers in the country by U.S. News & World Report. So why not go to the best for your eye care? Contact us today for your free LASIK consultation by visiting DukeEyeCenter.org or calling 919-681-3937.
It's game day, sports fans. That means meeting up with your buddies to watch the game. Buddies like Mike. Mike's a pretty cool guy. He cheers loud for his team, buys the first round, and offers to get you home safe after the game. And Mike doesn't drink and drive. He's smarter than that. Be like Mike and find another way home.
Don't drink and drive. You're smarter than that. Find your way home at besmarterthanthat.com.
Eric Gilgenbach leads things off for Notre Dame here in the top of the 5th inning. He'll be followed by Daniel Jung and David Lamana. If anybody reaches, Jared Miller due up 4th this inning. It's the lower 4 hitters in this Notre Dame order. 54 pitches for Adam Lasky as the wind continues to whip here at the DBAP. I don't think we're in any danger rain-wise. It's just a cold front that's coming through as the opening pitch on Gilgenbach is waved out and missed for strike one. So it's going to knock the temperatures down tonight into the mid-50s, may touch low 50s, 0-1. Low strike on the outside corner, 0-2. Gilgenbach shaking his head, did not agree with that call. But with that shiny gold helmet, digs back in as Lasky ready, working from the third base part of the rubber. Adam gets the sign from Proctor, and the 0-2 pitch is upstairs. Again, a 1 o'clock first pitch tomorrow. We'll take the air at 12:45 on the radio side. 1-2 curveball is in the dirt. Good block by Proctor. And then Sunday, we are a 12:05 first pitch. That's to accommodate Notre Dame in their flight schedule. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball off the outside corner. Didn't miss by much. And it's 3-2. Adam ready. Left-hander gets his sign from Proctor. He's fallen behind 3-2, and now the payoff pitch home. Swung on and flared back of short. Cole leaps up and made the catch. Nice play. Cone takes a base hit away from Gilgenbach, who can just look up toward the heavens as he returns to the third base dugout. Not much more you can do there as a hitter. That's just another great play from the Duke defense. Blue Devils shifting on Daniel Jung as he digs in. Max Miller about 6 steps onto the outfield grass at second base as Lasky misses low with ball 1. Still time for you to pop by and say hello. We're on Twitter at Duke Base, the 1-0. Strike on the outside corner. Also, you can tweet me directly at Chris__Edwards. Email address, DukeBaseballRadio@gmail.com if you want to say hello. Would love to hear from you tonight or all weekend or all 3 days. Doesn't matter. Just come by and say hi. 1-1 pitch from Lasky. Swinging a weak ground ball at the first base side. That'll turn foul. Lasky ahead now, a ball and 2 strikes. 1-2. Jung digs in. Lasky ready and fires. Bounces in a breaking ball that knocks the mask off of Chris Proctor. New baseball given to Lasky as Proctor takes that baseball and underhands it to her home plate umpire, who inspects it, looks it up, rubs it up, licks it a little bit, rubs it in both of his hands, and still rubs up the baseball. Now sticks it in the satchel on his right hip. 2-2. Came inside, and is that a foul ball? It is. Hit the knob of the bat or the handle of the bat. Not much argument from Mick Aoki over in that Notre Dame dugout or from Jung at the plate. A.J. Lastaglio called it a foul ball immediately as the ball came inside. So 2-2. Check that, 3-2. It was called a ball. I thought it should have been a foul ball. Yeah, okay, now 2-2. Now we're ready to go. Lasky home on 2-2. And that's low. Now it is a full count, 3-2. Back-to-back full counts for Lasky here in the 5th inning. He went 3-2 on Podkul with 2 out in the 4th, which ended up leading to the Notre Dame run. 3-2, bouncing ball right side. It's Miller who comes charging in, fires on to first, and gets his man by a couple of steps. 2 up, 2 down, brings up David LaManna, the catcher. Struck out swinging his first time up. LaManna, one of 5 strikeout victims at the hands of Lasky tonight. Opening pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. Adams done such a nice job tonight getting ahead in the count with a first pitch strike. Nine batters have faced a first pitch strike from Adam, who now evens the count of LaManna as he misses with a breaking ball down and in, 1-1. Jake Swart tweeting in, keep it rolling, boys. Go Duke. Good to hear from Jake. Thanks for tweeting in. Thanks for listening. Bouncing ball left side. Lebowski plays the 4-hopper, fires on to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Adam Lasky. Nice bounce back inning for Adam after giving up the run in the top of the 4th. Inning comes back and works a 1-2-3 frame here in the 5th. Halfway home from the Durham Bulls Athletic Park, Notre Dame 1, Duke nothing.
Think about the last time you moved. Remember how you said you'd never do it alone again? We know moving is tough, but at 2 Men in a Truck, we make it easy. No matter the move, big or small, we'll make it a smooth one. We're the movers who care, and we'll prove it with our 96% referral rate and courteous background check movers. We're local and affordable, and we can help at a price that won't make you wish you'd done it on your own. When you're ready, give us a call or find us online for a free estimate at 2meninatruck.com. For home and business moving, call the movers who care. 2 Men in a Truck, serving the Triangle for 15 years.
Bioventus, a leader in orthobiologics, has a broad portfolio of products designed to enhance the body's own healing process. These products include clinically proven, cost-effective solutions for bone healing, bone graft, and knee osteoarthritis. Bioventus is active in more than 30 countries and headquartered in Research Triangle Park, North Carolina. We partner with clinicians and surgeons worldwide to help people resume and enjoy active lives. For more information, visit bioventus.com.
Bottom of the 5th inning, 1-0 Notre Dame. Blue Devils looking for a little offense here. Conine, Lebowski, and Proctor, 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Blue Devils. As LaManna, the catcher, just now trotting out, having a difficult time getting his equipment on. He's out there just in time to take the final warm-up throw and toss it down to second base. Double clutch, throw to second. Imaginary tag applied, and now we're ready to roll. Griffin Conine leads off for the Blue Devils, popped out to short right field where the second baseman Podkul made the play on it. His first time up. See if the Blue Devils can find a way to get some offense going. They worked some deeper counts against Tully the last inning. As Griffin digs in, first pitch, check swing, caught a strike on the breaking ball, which touches the outside corner, strike 1. How great was yesterday if you're a baseball fan? The 0-1 pitch. Off the outside corner. Opening day in Major League Baseball. Started yesterday at 12:40. Last game ended after 1 a.m. Eastern time. The 1-1. Griffin takes in the dirt. It's 2-1. Personally, I had a chance to get out and cut my grass yesterday. First cut of the season. I'm sure my neighbors appreciate it. Getting kind of rough and lanky. The 2-1 pitch on Griffin is low, 3-1. But had a chance to pop in the earbuds on that Major League Baseball at-bat app, listen to some baseball. I cut the grass. 3-1 pitch, here it comes. Griffin swings and sends a high, towering fly ball into shallow left center field. It's the center fielder Veerling who's underneath it and makes the catch. Conine retired, leading off the Duke fifth inning. Jack Luboski 0 for 1 coming up.
Number 6, Jack Luboski.
Had a chance to sit there and watch baseball after I finished cutting the grass. Was sitting there in front of the TV, working, getting ready for the game tonight. Popped on the next game that was up. Opening pitch on Jack is in the dirt. Watch the Braves play. Got home, finished up some work. Caught some of the Giants and Dodgers last night, 1-1. Inside, nearly hit him. It's 2-0. Then as I went to bed, I was like, I think there's another game on. And there were 2 more games on. So fell asleep watching baseball last night. I think it was the Diamondbacks and somebody that were playing. Here's the 2-0. Swinging a fly ball hooked down the left field line. Foul. Landing into the vacant bullpen area down that left field line. It's 2-1. Nice to be able to watch baseball, fall asleep to baseball. It's a good night. Luboski takes high, maybe a touch outside. It's 3-1 now on Jack. Back-to-back 3-1 counts to start this inning. We'll see if Luboski can find a way on. It's probably the action pitch here for Tully. Doesn't want to go 3-2. 3-1. Luboski pops it up foul right side, and it is 3-2 now on Luboski. So that was the action pitch. He wanted to try and retire Jack there. Jack got a pitch to hit, just fouled it off. And now a payoff pitch forthcoming from the Notre Dame left-hander. And it swung on and missed. Got him fishing on a breaking ball. It's just the second strikeout for Tully. There are 2 down here in the 5th. And now Chris Proctor coming up. Proctor flew out to left his first time up, trying to get a little 2-out magic here. Tully's been really good at closing down innings this year. Has only allowed a handful of 2-out hits all season long. First pitch to Proctor is off the outside corner, ball 1. And I realized there was some day baseball on today. I caught some of the Pirates and Tigers as I was driving into the ballpark this afternoon. 1-0. Proctor takes a strike, touching the outside corner, a fastball that time. But I think there should be more day baseball. I get it's a Friday and fireworks and everything. I get it. The 1-1. Swing and a fly ball lofted to center. Veerling judges and should have a beat on this one. He does. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for Tully as we have played 5 complete here at the Durham Bulls Athletic Park. Blue Devils still trailing by a run. It's 1-0 Notre Dame as we head to the 6th.
Duke fans, don't miss your chance to experience the action live with tickets from Vivid Seats, the official partner of the Duke Blue Devils. Visit vividseats.com/Duke today to buy and sell tickets to any event, home games, on the road, even sold-out games, no problem. And every transaction is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee. Vivid Seats lets you see more and sit closer all season long. Support the Blue Devils with tickets from official partner Vivid Seats. To purchase tickets and read our guarantee terms, visit vividseats.com/Duke today.
Nothing says time off like a weekend spreading mulch. Say no and call EcoPro. Family-owned and operated, EcoPro Mulch will save your weekend. EcoPro can deliver your mulch or ask about their nifty blower truck to spread your mulch and save you from cleaning up. With EcoPro, you'll get the best quality mulch for your yard and your quality time back. EcoProMulch.com. Mention this ad for a special discount on your next mulching with EcoPro.
We go to the sixth inning here at the Durham Bulls Athletic Park. It's 1-0 Notre Dame. Miller, Daly, and Johnson 9-1-2 against Adam Lasky here in this sixth inning. Jared Miller starts things. The switch hitting third baseman flew out to Jimmy Heron in left field his first time up. Lights just now starting to take hold of the field here in this top of the sixth inning. 70 pitches for Lasky, so some stirring behind him, but nobody really hanging out for good in the bullpen. Just some guys down there sitting as Lasky ready to toe the slab. Opening pitch due on Miller. That's down and outside, ball one. Josh Jordan positioning the Duke defense on the top step of that first base dugout. As the 1-0, soft little flare out towards second. Miller charging in and makes the play. 2 pitches, 1 out. And now Cole Daly, the shortstop, coming up. Daly has struck out and flown out to center in a couple of trips tonight. And again, still time for you to pop by and say hello. We're on Twitter at Duke Base, at Chris__Edwards, or Duke Baseball Radio at gmail.com. Corners in, middle back. Daly digs in, and Adams' first pitch is a breaking ball downstairs, 1-0. Game 2 of the series tomorrow, again at 1 o'clock. It'll be Tommy Sheehan, a freshman left-hander for Notre Dame, against Duke's senior left-hander Mitch Stallings. Swing and a miss, 1-1. We'll take the air at 12:45 on GoDuke.com on the radio side. Straight up 1 o'clock on ACC Network Extra. Lasky kicking away some dirt from the top of the hill as he toes the rubber again. Gets the sign from Proctor and the 1-1. Outside corner, called strike, 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes as Lasky fires, and that's lined foul against the netting over top of the Notre Dame dugout. Still 1-2 on Daly. Notre Dame got the game's only run in the 4th inning, a 2-out walk to Nick Podkle. He stole second, and then Matt Vierling, an RBI single off the top of the Blue Monster. 1-2. Breaking ball rolled over back to Lasky, who spears it, runs toward first. Underhands to Loperfido, 2 out. Jake Johnson due up next. He's twice grounded out to Joey Loperfido over at first. So the Blue Devils, I'm sure, are going to shift him a little bit more toward the pull side here. Outfield plays him a step around toward left, giving him some room in right center, but feel confident in that Duke outfield. Miller about 8 steps onto the outfield grass as the first pitch hops over Proctor's backhanded mitt and trickles toward the backstop where Coach Pollard trots back to get it. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the 1-0. Swinging a line drive to center. Taylor is there, and the inning is over. Lasky makes quick work of the Irish here in the 6th. Just 1 blemish for Adams so far tonight, and it's another 1-2-3 inning for the Duke Southpaw. We go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Put your rally caps on, maybe change your seat if you're pulling for the Blue Devils. Looking for a little rally. It's Notre Dame 1, Duke nothing, heading to the bottom half of the 6th inning.
Tobacco Road Sports Cafe, winner of Durham's Best Restaurant Award, is much more than a sports bar. It's a cafe with a commitment to delivering fresh, local source foods in a casual sports atmosphere. After the game, stop by Tobacco Road for great food, an incredible selection of local draft beers, and the best sports viewing experience outside of the stadium. Join us in Durham or Chapel Hill, or check out the Tobacco Road Brewery at 505 West Jones Street in Raleigh. Visit TobaccoRoadSportsCafe.com to learn more about the Triangle's favorite sports restaurant.
From sun to rain to snow, Continental Tire's Extreme Contact DWS 06 is the ideal all-season tire for what you do. Quick View indicators visually inform drivers the level tires are performing in dry, wet, and snow conditions, while Sport Plus technology enhances grip on wet roads and provides precise steering for maximum control. For more information, visit us at ContinentalTire.com. Continental Tire, proud partner of the Duke Blue Devils.
Bottom half of the sixth inning here at the Durham Bulls Athletic Park. It's 1-0 Notre Dame. It's the lower third of the order for the Blue Devils. Miller, Smickless, and Taylor. Max struck out his first time up after a lengthy at-bat. See if Miller can find a way to catapult the Duke offense here in this bottom of the sixth inning. Just 58 pitches for Scott Tully tonight. 36 of his 58 have gone for strikes, and he's recorded 9 fly ball outs tonight. Miller takes the first pitch curveball for a low strike. Just a couple of ground ball outs tonight for Tully and 2 strikeouts. Miller bounces one toward short, backhanded and off the glove of Daly, and Miller aboard. Will probably go as a hit. We'll wait and see how it's scored. It's going to be a tough play for Tully, who had to backhand it. Miller runs well. And it will be an infield single for Miller. Second Duke hit. Now we'll see if Michael Smickless can keep it going. Smick had a single his first time up. It was the only Duke hit. Max, small lead at first. Notre Dame thinking that Smick might be bunting here. He takes wide of home plate for ball 1. No indications of bunting that time. About a step and a half lead for Max at first base. Notre Dame's turned to 1 double play already tonight as the 1-0, high and outside, 2-0. Steve DeCaster tweeting in. Break our inning right now with some snow in Minnesota. I'm okay with no snow, but hopefully this is the inning for the Blue Devils. Long look in. Left-hander sets at the belt, the 2-0. Outside, ball 3. Boy, a walk would be nice. See if Smick's got the green light here on 3-0. Outfield straightaway on Smick. Infield at double play depth. And the 3-0. Outside, he walked him on 4 straight. An infield single and a walk, and the Blue Devils in business with nobody out in the 6th. Now Kenny Taylor coming up. Kenny hitting to a double play his first time. Lamana out from behind the plate, goes through a few touch signs. And we'll see what the Blue Devils are thinking here. Down by a run, last of the 6th. Does Duke want to bunt? Try to move those guys over for the top of the order? Notre Dame thinks so. Corner infielders are on the grass. Taylor squares and takes low. Snap throw comes to second and not in time. Miller dives back in safely. So Taylor had shortened the bunt, yanked the bat away. Taylor has 1 sacrifice bunt on the season for the Blue Devils. 9 as a group for Duke entering action tonight. See if Taylor's bunting again here on 1-0. Corners are in. Taylor again shows bunt, pushes one to the pitcher's side of first base. Throw to first is nabbed and just in time as the second baseman covered the bag. Miller to third, Smickless to second. Taylor, an excellent bunt, will get all kinds of attaboys and nearly legged that one out. Sacrifice 1-4, 1 away. And back to the top of the order now, and Jimmy Herron. Heron is grounded to second and fouled out to the catcher, but a fly ball here ties the game. A base hit gives the Blue Devils the lead. Bottom of the sixth, it's 1-0. Notre Dame has the lead. First pitch on Heron. Outside and high, 1 ball and no strikes. Corner infielders are in. Middle is back. They're going to concede a run for an out up the middle. Johnson deep in left. Rest of the outfield in regular depth. Tully steps off the mound. Now toes the rubber again. Heron inspects his bat and digs back into the box. Ready is Tully. The 1-0. High, 2-0. Jimmy 3 for 7 this year with a runner at third and less than 2 outs. It's a .429 average. As in a positive count here, 2-0. Miller from third, 2-0 on Heron is a strike, 2-1. Smickless at second. Again, Miller at third, Smickless at second. Still a hitter's count for Taylor, for Heron. It's 2-1. Hits are even, 2 apiece. Notre Dame leads where it counts, 1-0. 2-1. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line. Moving over is Johnson, now coming in. Makes the catch. Runner tags from third. The throw is off the cutoff man's glove. Sacrifice fly, Jimmy Heron, and we're even at 1 here in the 6th. Heron does his job. That's his 11th RBI of the season. Blue Devils manufacture a run, 2 out, and now we'll see if Joey Loperfido can get the Blue Devils in a positive score here. Loperfido 0 for 2 was flown out to the center fielder twice, but looking for a base hit here to drive home Smickless, who will be moving on contact. Long look in. Left-hander checks at second and fires. Loperfido takes a fastball strike over the outside edge, 0-1. And now quickly the catcher, Lamanna, comes out, has a word with Tully, slaps him on the backside, sends, and now heads back behind home plate. Meanwhile, Jason Steen, the Duke third base coach, calls Loperfido over for a quick chat. Zach Combs swinging a bat in the on-deck circle, hoping for a chance here in this 6th inning. Blue Devils have evened it up at a run apiece. Smickless walked and then was bunted to second base, hoping to try and find a way home with 2 out. Left-hander against left-hander, 0-1 on Loperfido. Here it comes. Swinging a foul straight back. Joey was right on that one. It's 0-2. Joey hitting .364 this year with runners in scoring position. And an average north of .280 against left-handers coming into play tonight. 0-2. Tully steps off. He's at 72 pitches now as he toes the slab again. Blue Devils have got him into the stretch a little bit this inning. Long look in by the left-hander. Check of second, and now Tully steps off. Runner from second. 0-2 on Loperfido. Here it comes. Swing and a little pop-up on the infield. Who wants it? It's the first baseman, Jung, who secures it and retires the side in the 6th. But the Blue Devils get the ball game back square. A run on a hit. Some small ball by the Blue Devils, and 1 man left on base. We go to the 7th here in downtown Durham. Duke and Notre Dame even at a run apiece.
From North Durham to campus, downtown in the RTP, Duke is proud to be a part of the growing Durham community. We are also proud to be made in Durham. This year, we are thrilled to celebrate a number of our sponsors who are not only important parts of our community, but are also made in Durham. Please join us in supporting our Made in Durham partners: the American Tobacco Campus, Durham Catering Company, Nosh, Harris Beverages, Spoke Up, the Washington Duke Inn and Golf Club, and Durham Coca-Cola. Go Duke!
This is Kevin White representing Duke Athletics. All of us within Duke Athletics love our relationship with 9th Street Flowers. Make no mistake about it, 9th Street Flowers is the official florist of Duke Athletics. The next time you need a floral arrangement for the birth of a new baby, a retirement, a holiday, or a graduation, stop by and see Larry Wood and his staff at 700 9th Street in Durham, or simply visit 9thstreetflowers.com. Go Duke, go 9th Street Flowers.
Seventh inning here at the Durham Bulls Athletic Park in a 1-1 ball game. It'll be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters in the order: Podkul, Vierling, and Kirshner for Notre Dame. This is where the Irish scored their run back in the fourth, as Adam Lasky, 79 pitches through his first 6 frames, comes back out for work. Adam is now pitched into the 7th inning for the second consecutive outing. Went 7 innings at Pitt last week and allowed an unearned run and 2 hits, with 8 strikeouts and 4 walks. 7 innings is the career high for Adam. He's accomplished that twice. See if he can navigate his way through this 7th. First ball swinging is Podkul. Drives one out towards center. Taylor back. Now backpedaling at the wall. It's off his glove. Kinney slips and falls onto the warning track. Podkul on his way to third and will hold there. And Taylor shaken up out in center field. Kinney got a glove on it out in center, but he couldn't haul it in. Now Kinney is up and kicking himself a little bit that he couldn't make the catch. It'll go as a triple, I would imagine, for Podkul. Taylor says he's okay, but now Notre Dame has got the tie-breaking run 90 feet away. Now the Blue Devils are going to have to play the infield in here against Vierling, who singled high off the Blue Monster and gave Notre Dame the 1-0 lead back in the fourth. So it's the seniors in the Notre Dame order that have done it for the Irish. Breaking ball, misses the outside corner, 1-0. Big hello to Jerry Morton tweeting in tonight. Listening from Cary. Appreciate Jerry listening in and tweeting his kind words. Always great to hear from him. Ethan DeCaster up for the Blue Devils in the bullpen as that ball sliced foul on the left field line. 1-1. Duke searching for some sort of unproductive out here in the top of the 7th. 1-1 ball game. Tie-breaking run 90 feet away for the Irish. Ball on a strike. Lasky steps off. Left-hander glares in. Adam from the belt. 1-1. Breaking ball, line toward left center field. That's a base hit. It'll give Notre Dame a 2-1 lead as the ball rolls out to the wall. Vierling on his way to second base and holds there with a double. It's his 20th RBI of the year, and Notre Dame has taken a 2-1 lead. And another runner in scoring position as DeCaster will start getting ready in a hurry. For Vierling, it's his second double of the season. And out comes Dusty Blake, the Duke pitching coach. Wants to have a word with Lasky. Adam at 82 pitches. Has given up just 4 hits so far. And now the Blue Devils sit DeCaster down and will stand Stinson up in the bullpen. So it's Stinson who will start getting loose in the Duke bullpen. Coach Blake out there to try and buy him a little bit of time. Runner at second, nobody out. A 2-1 lead for the Irish here in the top of the 7th inning. Podicle tripled off Taylor's mitt in center field as Kenny had to run a long way. And then the double by Veerling. Out comes A.J. Lostaglio to try and hurry the meeting along. Meeting is over. And now Kirshner, who has singled and struck out. Still 9 outs offensively for the Blue Devils. But you don't want to fall too far behind. Notre Dame a chance to grab a couple run advantage here in the 7th. Lasky's first pitch on Kirshner is a little bit high, ball 1. Has been tough to figure out the strike zone of A.J. Lostaglio behind the plate tonight. Does appear that he is granting the low strike, though. Now time called as Proctor wants to give the signs to Lasky again. Stinson still tossing down the right field line. We're in the 7th inning of a 2-1 Notre Dame lead. Veerling's at second base with nobody out. A 1-0 on Kirshner, who now steps out of the box and will step back in. Kirshner in the Irish with those gold batting helmets, kind of like the football helmets that Notre Dame wears in the fall. 1-0. Lasky ready and fire. Swinging strike on a breaking ball off the outer edge. It's 1-1. Take another check of the ACC scoreboard here in this 7th inning, which is brought to you by Vivid Seats, official partner of Duke Athletics. See more and sit closer at vividseats.com/Duke. Long look in by Lasky, a ball and a strike. Adams sets, runner from second, the 1-1. Showing bunt was Kirshner, takes a fastball out of the zone. It's 2-1. A couple of finals from around the ACC earlier today. Virginia tops Pittsburgh 10-7 at Charles Cost Field this afternoon. NC State evens the series with Virginia Tech, a 14-2 win for the Wolfpack in Blacksburg today. Bottom of the 4th inning in Chapel Hill, Wake Forest and North Carolina even at 2 apiece. Top of the 5th in Atlanta, Georgia Tech leading Miami 4-1. 2 balls and a strike. Lasky from the belt. Kirshner shows bunt. Bunts it back toward the pitcher's mound. Lasky looks toward third. Only play is to first. Sacrifice goes 1-3. And now Notre Dame has another runner 90 feet away with 1 out. Runner at third. Blue Devils will play the corners in here. Middle is back. Lasky will look back toward Cone. And now Cone and Miller will come in. So the Blue Devils are going to play the infield up all the way around. Gilgenbach tonight is hit into a double play and popped out to the shortstop as Cone made a great play. Now time called as Proctor comes out. Other ACC scores to tell you about. Florida State leading Louisville 4-2, top of the 4th inning. That game in Tallahassee, game 2 of that series. And in the top of the 3rd inning, it's Clemson 4, Boston College nothing from Doug Kingsmore Stadium. Top of the 3rd frame in the middle game of that series. A.J. Lostaglio wants to hurry things along. Stinson still tossing in the bullpen for Duke. Infield still in for the Blue Devils. Lasky toes the rubber. It's 2-1, Notre Dame with the lead. Top of the 7th, a run home this frame for the Irish. Lasky sets and fires. Swinging strike on a ball downstairs, 0-1. No balls and a strike on Gilgenbach. Lasky a long look into Proctor, who flashes the sign. Again, infield up for the Blue Devils, the 0-1. A little bit low, and the count's even, 1-1. Might have been a little outside. One. Fouled straight back, 1-2. Lasky looking for a huge strikeout. And you feel like if you're the Blue Devils and can find a way to get out of this inning, down by just a run, and you've got the 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up in the 7th, you're going to be all right. 0-1, here's the pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball up the middle, past the diving cone, and into center field for a base hit. 3-1 Irish on Gilgenbach's 16th RBI of the year. Brings up Daniel Jung, who's 0 for 2 tonight, has struck out and grounded out. Pitches for Lasky. Stinson ready in the bullpen. Blue Devils are looking for a double play. Jung from the left side. First pitch is upstairs, ball 1. Jung is struck out and grounded out to Miller at second base. He has hit into 3 double plays this season, the second most on the team. The guy on deck, Lamanna's hit into 5. That's the team lead as that ball poked foul. And the count evens 1-1. Outfield straight away, infield at double play depth. They play Jung to pull a little bit. So he takes inside, nearly got hit by the pitch. It's 2-1. Swing and a miss on a changeup that time by Jung, and he's now in an even count, 2-2. Lasky looking for a ground ball or a strikeout. Sets and the 2-2. Down and outside, forehanded off the dirt by Proctor, runs the count full. Stinson, the left-hander, still loose in the bullpen. High and outside, he walked it. Second walk issued by Lasky. Runners now at first and second, 1 out. And Lamanna coming up. And that might be the end of the day for Lasky. Coach Pollard on the top step of the dugout, chatting with Coach Blake, and out comes the Duke skipper. So the Blue Devils are going to make a pitching change here. Stinson warming and loose in the bullpen will get in a couple extra warm-up tosses as Coach Pollard on his way out. Going to have a chat with his infielders here as they huddle around the 6th-year skipper of the Blue Devils. Lasky will get a pat on the back as he heads toward the dugout, and a nice outing for Lasky. He leads with runners at first and second and down 2-1, but Lasky with another whale of a game gets a nice hand from the Duke faithful behind the Duke dugout. Lasky departs on the short end of a 3-1 score. Stinson is in when you come back to Durham.
Nothing says time off like a weekend spreading mulch. Say no and call EcoPro. Family-owned and operated, EcoPro Mulch will save your weekend. EcoPro can deliver your mulch or ask about their nifty blower truck to spread your mulch and save you from cleaning up. With EcoPro, you'll get the best quality mulch for your yard and your quality time back. EcoProMulch.com. Mention this ad for a special discount on your next mulching with EcoPro.
From sun to rain to snow, Continental Tire's Extreme Contact DWS 06 is the ideal all-season tire for what you do. Quick view indicators visually inform drivers the level tires are performing in dry, wet, and snow conditions, while Sport Plus technology enhances grip on wet roads and provides precise steering for maximum control. For more information, visit us at ContinentalTire.com. Continental Tire, proud partner of the Duke Blue Devils.
Three to 1 Notre Dame. Irish still batting here in the top of the seventh. Runners at first and second. One man out. Graham Stinson coming in for the Blue Devils. Numbers on Stinson so far this season. Graham's making his 11th relief appearance of the year with a 2-0 record and a 1.40 earned run average. 3 earned runs and 11 hits allowed over 19 and a third innings pitched. A 167 batting average against. 7 walks, 38 strikeouts, 3 doubles, 2 homers allowed with a wild pitch and 4 hit batters. He will face LaManna, who is 0 for 2. Stinson did pitch in the win over Presbyterian here on Tuesday night. 3 innings, no hits, no runs, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. He threw 45 pitches in that contest for the Blue Devils. So Stinson is in, trying to limit the damage here. Duke bullpen has been particularly impressive so far this season. You look at the Duke bullpen, and Stinson's part of this quartet of Mervis, DeCaster, Granoff, Stinson also in there as well, Dockman, have combined for 73 and 2/3 innings pitched, over 48 combined relief appearances with a combined 0.98 ERA, 85 strikeouts versus 13 walks. Now, as a whole, the Duke bullpen this year, 2.95 ERA, 113 innings pitched, and has limited the opposing batters to a 2.22 average against. So we'll see if Duke can keep that up here. It's 30 of Stinson's 38 strikeouts have come in relief, and he's looking for a strikeout or a ground out right here. LaManna digs in, and Stinson bluffs and now throws to second base off Miller's mitt. They've got the runners hung up. Miller will throw toward Lebowski, who then applies the tag on Gilgenbach. Oh, no, he's still not out, and now he is. Lebowski stays with it and applies the tag. That'll go as a 1-4-5-1 putout as Gilgenbach caught stealing for the second out. It's now 2 of 3 in stolen bases. Runner remains at first. That's Jung. And now the Blue Devils can breathe a little bit easier. So a base running miscue there by the Irish. And Stinson was just bluffing a throw back there. It was kind of like, yeah, I'm just going to kind of keep you honest. And he got an out of it. 3-1 Notre Dame, runner at first, 2 outs. Blue Devils still have 9 offensive outs to work with, but can't fall any further behind. Down by just 2, so a bloop and a blast would tie it up. Stinson's first pitch, down and inside, ball 1. Ball and nothing. Stinson fires. This is the inside corner. Another fastball. It's 2-0. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for Notre Dame. They've stranded 1. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for the Blue Devils. They have also stranded 1. Can't close the book on Lasky yet. The runner at first base does still belong to him. Stinson home on 2-0. Right through there, a fastball popping the middle in the outside corner. It's 2-1. Looking ahead to the Duke's 7th inning, Cone, Conine, and Lebowski, 3, 4, and 5. Ready is the left-hander. Stinson pauses, and the 2-1. Check swing, ball misses upstairs, I guess, 3-1. 3 balls and a strike. Ready is Stinson, runner from first, and the offering. Swinging a foul off to the right. It's full. And now 3-2, 2 out. Runner at first, Jung, will be off to the races. Loperfido plays behind Jung, who gets a walking lead from first. Stinson trying to slam the door and get the Blue Devil offense back to work. Graham ready, and the payoff pitch on Lamanna. High, he walked it. Runners are at first and second. It's the third walk surrendered by Duke pitching tonight. And now Jared Miller, the switch-hitting third baseman, will come up. Miller has flown to left and popped out to second. Miller digs in, hitting from the right side against the left-hander. First pitch. Line drive, right field, foul. Lands just beyond the Duke bullpen down the right field line as Miller missed a double by a couple of eyelashes. Stinson enters action today, tied for the team lead in strikeouts. Again, 38 strikeouts over 19 in the third innings pitched. Averaging over a strikeout per inning. Well over a strikeout per inning. Fastball's been up to 96 at times this year. Again, trying to get the Blue Devils off the field here in the seventh. 2-1, 2 out, 2 in for Notre Dame. And the 0-1 on Miller. And the dirt blocked nicely by Proctor. Kept that ball in front of him. That one might have come up and got Chris in the chin. He tosses the ball back to Stinson. Gets his skull cap back from the home plate umpire and the mask as well. Proc appears to be okay as Matt Dockman stands up and starts tossing for Duke down the right field line. Inning began with a triple by Podcool off the glove of Kenny Taylor and straightaway center field. Then Veerling an RBI double, sacrifice bunt, moved Veerling to third. Gilgenbach the RBI single. And he was caught stealing as Stinson came in. Now runners at first and second, 2 out. And the 1-1 on Miller. It's high and outside, 2-1. Jung at second and Lamanna at first were both issued free passes. As Stinson has fallen behind Miller here, 2 balls and a strike. Graham a long look into Proctor. Coach Pollard out of the dugout wants Dockman to start loosening in a hurry. Perhaps this is Graham's final hitter. 2-1. Fastball outside corner, 2-2. Loperfido playing behind the runner at first. Blue Devils playing Miller a bit to go the opposite way on the infield. Cone is shadowing the runner Jung at second base. Blue Devils around toward right on Miller as well. That's toward the opposite field. Stinson from the belt. The 2-2 instead of bluff to second base. Now Duke's not shifting at all on Miller here, but just playing him mildly to pull. Or mildly to go the other way, I should say. 2-2. Graham cups the glove at his letters and now toes the slab, glaring into Proctor. Sign flash by Chris as Stinson a long look in. Now he's ready. Left-hander drops his hands to his waist, and the 2-2 pitch on Miller. Here it comes. Swinging a bouncing ball over the mound. Cone charging in front of the second base bag, throws sidearm to first, and throws it into the stands. That'll go as an error on Cone, his 5th of the season. The 23rd error committed by the Blue Devils. Jung will, I believe, come in to score. He will. Lamanna will be put at third base. And Miller will be allowed down to second. no RBI. Back to the top of the order in Cole Daly, the 8th man to hit this inning. And out comes Coach Blake. It's now 4-1 Notre Dame. Dockman still tossing in the bullpen. The line is complete now on Lasky. 6 1/3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 4 runs, only 3 of them earned, 2 walks and 5 strikeouts. Adam threw 97 pitches. Second and third for Notre Dame. Coach Blake still chatting with Graham, and now Coach Pollard out to look down toward the bullpen. Get some signals with Matt Dockman. And now A.J. Lastaglio listens in on the conversation. Coach Blake finishes up what he has to say. And will fist pound Proctor and Stinson, clap his hands, and head back toward the dugout. Four to 1 Notre Dame, runners at second and third. Corner infielders coming in on Daly here. Stinson at 11 pitches. Graham from the belt. Fires home. Fouled away, strike one. Notre Dame 1 in the 4th and now 3 here in the 7th. Duke got there running the bottom half of the 6th. What a long time for Tully to sit over there in the dugout and wait too. Stinson home on 0-1. Misses the inside corner, nearly hit Daly, counts even. Now coming into play tonight, left-handers just 2 of 16 off Stinson on the season. That's still the case. Miller reached on the error, so I guess now 2 of 18. We'll see what happens with Daly here. 4-1, Notre Dame leading. 2 on, 2 out in the top of the 7th. Graham is ready. And the 1-1. Outside corner, crossing for a strike. It's 1-2. Proctor taps the top of his head. Now flashes some indications for Stinson. Runners at second and third. Graham from the belt. The left-hander delivers. Off the outside corner. A little cutting action that time missed, and it's 2-2. Lamana's at third. Miller's at second. Graham from the third base part of the rudder, ready. And the 2-2. Got him looking, outside corner. And the inning is over. But the Irish score 3 times in the frame and do it on 3 hits. There was an error and 2 men left on base. Time to stretch in Durham. We invite you to get up and stretch them out wherever you might be. Head to the bottom half of the 7th inning. Notre Dame 4, Duke 1.
Smith Orthodontics is a proud supporter of Duke Athletics. Dr. Dempsey Smith is a leading Invisalign provider in the state of North Carolina, utilizing the latest in technology in an honest, friendly, and comfortable environment. As the preferred orthodontics provider of Duke Athletics, our team is committed to providing the best quality care possible for all of our patients. Visit DurhamOrthodontics.com or call today for a complimentary consultation to see why Smith Orthodontics has become a fan favorite for individuals and families in Durham, Mebane, and the surrounding areas.
Tobacco Road Sports Cafe, winner of Durham's Best Restaurant Award, is much more than a sports bar. It's a cafe with a commitment to delivering fresh, local source foods in a casual sports atmosphere. After the game, stop by Tobacco Road for great food, an incredible selection of local draft beers, and the best sports viewing experience outside of the stadium. Join us in Durham or Chapel Hill, or check out the Tobacco Road Brewery at 505 West Jones Street in Raleigh. Visit TobaccoRoadSportsCafe.com to learn more about the Triangle's favorite sports restaurant.
Some work to do for the Blue Devils as we head to the last of the 7th inning. 4-1, Notre Dame leading. And it's Scott Tully who goes back to the mound for the Irish. He's at 73 pitches so far. Been labored really for the first time all night in his last frame. He looked the leadoff infield single, then the walk, sacrifice bunt, sacrifice fly. And now the Blue Devils a chance to start chipping away and get back in this thing. Zach Cohn is 0 for 2, has flown out to the left fielder twice tonight. He'll dig in to get us started here in the last of the 7th. Zach trying to keep that hitting streak alive. It's at 5 games entering action this evening. And Tully's first pitch. Big sweeping curveball for strike one. There is some stirring in the Notre Dame bullpen down the left field line. Nobody is throwing now. No one throwing for the Blue Devils down the right field line either. Here's the 0-1 on Cohn, and it swung on and missed, chased the ball in the dirt, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. 4 runs on 5 hits for Notre Dame. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for the Blue Devils. 0-2, left-hander ready, and the pitch on Cohn. Way outside. Missed his spot there on 0-2. Griffin Conine will follow, and then Jack Lebowski. Tully ready, and the 1-2 on Cohn. High. Fastball misses that time. Cohn's battled back to a level count at 2-2. And again, it was a long time for Tully to sit over there in that third base dugout as his team was scoring those runs. We'll see if that has any adverse effects on him here in the last of the 7th. The 2-2. Cohn fouls one straight back. Cool breeze blowing through as the temperature starts to drop a little bit here in Durham. Now the 2-2 on Cohn. Curveball upstairs, and Zach, who was behind in the count 0-2, has worked the count even, or worked the count full, I should say. 3 balls and 2 strikes. We knew it was going to cool off tonight, and right now the wind is starting to usher in that cold front. Payoff pitch on Cohn. Swung on and lined foul over top of the roof, first base side. Hits the railing, or hits the front part of the roof, and falls back down onto the upper bowl of seats. Nice job to spoil a pretty good 2-strike pitch there by Cohn. 8th pitch of the at-bat on Zach is grounded up the middle. Second baseman Podkul gloves, has a trouble transferring and throws late to first. He double clutched that time, couldn't get the ball out of his mitt, and the Blue Devils have the leadoff man on. We'll see how it's scored. It'll be an E4. The 3rd error on Podkul this year for Notre Dame. Just their 21st error as a group, and it breaks a string of 4 straight games without an error for Notre Dame. The Irish had gone 5 of their last 6 contests overall without committing an error. But now both sides have issued some free offense, and here's Griffin Conine. Takes outside, ball 1. And with one swing of Griffin's bat, ball game could certainly become much more interesting. One 1-0 on Conine, who's 0 for 2 tonight. Swing and a high towering pop-up, foul ground, third base side. Miller calling for it and has it, 1 away. Runner at first, 1 out. And now Jack Lebowski, hitless in 2 tries, will come up.
Number 6, Jack Lebowski.
Opening pitch on Jack. Curveball. Misses the outside corner. 1-0. Cone at first, one away. 83 pitches now for Tully. Remember, he threw 114 last weekend in the win against Wake Forest in South Bend. 1-0. Lubowski takes a strike, crossing over the outside corner. Counts even now, 1-1. Jack struck out on a 3-2 pitch his last time up. Has also flown out to right field. Cone at first. Reached on an error to start the frame. And now the left-hander from the belt, the 1-1. Lubowski fouls one to the screen. It's 1-2. 4 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for Notre Dame. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for the Blue Devils. Appears as though Stinson will go back out to start the 8th for Duke. No one throwing for the Blue Devils. 1-2 on Jack. Cone from first. Not going as Lubowski grounds one behind the third base bag, picked up by Miller. Goes to second base for one. Pockful on to first, double play. As the Irish turn their second double play of the night. 5-4-3, and the inning is over. For the Blue Devils here in the 7th, no runs, no hits. There was an error, but nobody left on base. We've played 7 complete here at the Durham Bulls Athletic Park. Notre Dame leading Duke 4-1 as we head to the 8th on the Blue Devil IMG Sports Network and ACC Network Extra.
This is Coach K. On the court, I want the best out of our team. Off the court, I want the best for them. So when it comes to keeping our team healthy, we turn to the Duke team at Duke Sports Medicine. You can get that same level of care at the new James R. Urbanic Sports Sciences Institute in Durham. It's a full-service sports medicine clinic that offers orthopedic, sports cardiology, concussion, sports vision, and urgent care treatment from the same doctors trusted by Duke Athletics. Make an appointment or learn more at dukehealth.org.
When my hair gets too long, I feel off. But after a haircut at Great Clips, I'm on again. That disappears from my laugh. Birds on someone else's car. The 5-second rule? For me, it's 10. I put service reps on hold and play them bad music.
Get in, out, and back to greatness. Download the Great Clips online check-in app. Great Clips. It's going to be great.
Graham Stinson back out for the Blue Devils to start the 8th inning. Duke trailing 4-1. Stinson looking to put a 0 up on the board and get the Blue Devil offense back in there. Although Tully has been very effective for Notre Dame tonight. Tully's thrown 87 pitches, but there is some action behind him as a left-hander starts to toss. Stinson will face the 2, 3, and 4 hitters in the order here in the 8th inning. And it begins with Jake Johnson. Johnson is 0 for 3 tonight, has grounded out twice to Loperfido at first and also lined out to Taylor in center field. Left-hander against left-hander. Stinson with his 17th pitch of his outing. Here it comes. Fastball upstairs, snow cone by Proctor, 1-0. Our old friend Andy Perez tweeting in tonight. We'll get to AP's tweet after this 1-0 pitch from Stinson, who gets the sign from Proctor. Graham drops his hands to his waist, and the 1-0 pitch swung on and popped up, flipped, I was trying to say, out towards short left. Cone makes the catch, 1 away. It's easy for me to say, 1 away for Nick Podkul. Andy Perez says, Chris, tweeting in from New York City, sitting in my apartment, watching the game with my buddy Keller Carlock. Can we get a shout out? Sure can. Hey guys, good to hear from you. Thanks for listening. Hope you'll bring us the Blue Devils a little rally here over the last couple innings, but always good to hear from AP. We talk about guys that had a stellar career at Duke. Andy's right there at the top of the list. Opening pitch on Podkul, who's been on base twice. It's high and outside. Podkul is lined to short, walked and scored, tripled and scored. Left-hander for Notre Dame is Cole Kimmett. He is starting to toss down that left field line. Will probably get the 8th, you would think. 1-0. Left-hander ready, and the 1-0 pitch. Way outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Game 2 of the series tomorrow. 1:05 first pitch. We'll be with you at 12:45 on GoDuke.com on the radio side. Straight up 1 o'clock on ACC Network Extra. 2-0. Left-hander ready. And the offering home. Fastball right through there. Stinson comes back and gets a strike. It's still a hitter's count, but 2-1 now. Two balls and a strike. Stinson ready and delivers. Way outside, it's 3-1. Chris Proctor takes the baseball out to Graham, meets him about halfway between the plate and the mound. Heads back behind home plate. Nobody tossing for the Blue Devils. Down 3, top of the 8th. Notre Dame got the first run in the 4th. Blue Devils tied it up in the 6th. Irish got 3 in the 7th. And now it's 3 balls and a strike on Podkul. Stinson delivers. Flying foul against the netting, first base side. Hops into the Duke bullpen. It's picked up on top of the bullpen mound by Peter Zyla, who will walk over and toss the ball to a lucky fan down the right field line. It's a full count here on Podkul as Dockman will start throwing again for the Blue Devils. Payoff pitch, here it comes. Popped him up, foul ground, out of play, right side. Three and 2 the count on Podkul. Stinson trying to retire him and get the second out of the inning. Graham ready, and the payoff pitch. Fouled away again. Podkul hits it on top of the tin roof here at the Durham Bulls Athletic Park. Again, lights are on, taking full grip on the field. Good crowd hanging out at Tobacco Road on top of the Blue Monster on a nice night for baseball. We've cooled off a little bit. Temperatures were in the 70s at first pitch, now into the mid-60s. Stinson ready with another payoff pitch. And here it comes. Low, he walked it. It's the second walk allowed by Stinson. Podkul aboard for the 3rd time today. And now Matt Verling, who's had a whale of a contest. Singled home a run in the 4th. Doubled home a run in the 7th. That was the first of the 3 Notre Dame runs in that 7th inning. So the Blue Devils are going to stick with Stinson. Dockman does appear to be ready or close to ready down the right field line. Blue Devils looking for a double play. They've already turned 1 tonight. Veerling not a big double play candidate, though. He's only hit into 1 so far this season in his 92 at-bats coming into action, and now Coach Pollard on his way out, and the Blue Devils may be heading back to the bullpen. Lasky began the game for Duke, 6 1/3, 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. And now Coach Pollard out as the entire infield huddled around him, talking mainly with his pitcher and his catcher. No signal made yet to the Duke bullpen. It looks like Pollard is talking a lot to Proctor and Stinson. A.J. Lostaglio will start to meander out. Coach hands on his hips. I think just trying to give Dockman a couple extra minutes as A.J. Lostaglio is there. And now the Blue Devil skipper has a couple of words for the home plate umpire while still chatting with Graham Stinson. Now the Blue Devils are going to head to the bullpen. So Dockman will come in for Duke. Graham Stinson will head out. Is the 3rd pitcher of the night used by the Blue Devils As Dockman comes in, Blue Devils down 4-1. Irish have a runner at first and one out in the 8th inning when you return.
This is Duke head football coach David Cutcliffe. On game day, our team has each other's backs. So who has our back when it comes to treating injuries off the field? The team at Duke Sports Medicine. You can get that same level of care at the James R. Urbanic Sports Sciences Institute in Durham. It's a full-service sports medicine clinic where you can see the same experts used by Duke Athletics, including specialists in orthopedics, sports cardiology, concussion, and sports vision. Make an appointment or learn more at dukehealth.org. Go Duke.
When my hair's too long, I'm not on my game. But after a haircut at Great Clips, I'm a new man. My voice sounds like this when I barbecue raw meat. At the gym, my abdominals abdominate. I can do that Elvis thing with my lower lip. And allergies, they become allergic to me.
Get back to greatness. With Clip Notes, get the cut you want every time, anywhere. Great Clips. It's going to be great.
Freshman left-hander Matt Dockman will come out and toss for the Blue Devils. Numbers on Dockman so far this season. In his 11 appearances, he has made one start, but almost all of his appearances have come in relief. Yet to record a record and does support a 1.26 ERA, 2 earned runs, and 14 hits allowed over 14 and 1/3 innings pitched. 9 strikeouts, 5 walks. Opponents hitting .280 against him, and he's permitted 5 doubles. So Dockman will come in with 1 out and a runner at first. That's Nick Podkul. Matt Vierling, the right-handed hitter, will come up, and he's had a whale of a game tonight, as we told you. An RBI triple, RBI single. And against Dockman this year, right-handers just 6 of 28. So Duke playing the matchups here. Trailing by 3. Duke doesn't want this game to get any further out of hand. If Dockman could roll a ground ball here, boy, that sure would be nice. Matt Mervis tossing in the Duke bullpen just in case he's needed. Long look in from the left-hander. Dockman fires to first, and the runner back standing up. Dockman sets at the belt, runner away from first. And Matt again to first. Again the runner back. 4-5-1 for Notre Dame, 1-2-1 for Duke. Blue Devils at double play depth. Duke's already turned 1 double play tonight. Runner from first. Dockman to the plate. Swing and a fly ball into very shallow right field. Miller is out underneath it, and Max makes the catch for the second out. Podkul retired for the second time this evening. And it's Alex Kirshner, the DH, who's striding to the plate now. Kirshner has singled through the left side. That came back in the second. Struck out in the fourth and laid down a sacrifice bunt to contribute to that 3-run 7th inning for the Irish. Glancing ahead for the Blue Devils to the bottom half of the 8th inning, Proctor, Miller, and Smiklis due up. If anybody reaches, it's Taylor, due up 4th in the inning. Runner from first, Dockman from the stretch, fires to first, and again the runner back. Matt's got such a good move over to first. That's not his best move, but for a left-handed pitcher, certainly doing a nice job keeping the runner close, and you want to keep Podkul close. Already has 1 stolen base tonight. He's 7 of 9 on the year with that stolen base earlier. Kirshner digs in. Dockman from the belt and fires home. Breaking ball. Oh, glove nicely by Proctor on that ball that was heading for the dirt. Chris moved to his left and made a spectacular stop. Mervis still tossing in the bullpen. Dockman's 1-0. Popped up, foul ground right side. That should reach the seats. Reaches the roof anyway. 1-1. Ball and a strike. Dockman swipes to a new sign. Left-hander from the belt. Small lead by the runner at first. Here's the 1-1 instead to first base. And again, back standing is Podicle. Two out, runner at first. Duke down 3 here in the top of the 8th. Dockman sets. Runner from first. Left-hander to the plate. Right through there. Went off speed on the outside corner and got a strike. 1-2. Crowd has thinned a little bit, but still a lot of folks here. Really nice crowd at the ballpark. Hope you'll come out and join us tomorrow. It's going to be another great day for baseball weather-wise. 1-2. Dockman again to first, and Podicle again scampers back. Podicle not getting a huge lead over there at first base. Hands on his hips as Dockman will toe the slab. Podicle takes about a 3-step lead over at first. Extends it a little bit, but not a very big lead at all. 1-2 on Kirstner. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Went with the changeup and got it. The inning is over. Blue Devils out of any danger in the 8th. No runs, no hits, a walk, and a man left. We move on to the last half of the 8th inning here at the Durham Bulls Athletic Park. Blue Devils still down by just 3. It's Notre Dame 4, Duke 1 as we head to the last of the 8th.
This is Coach K. On the court, I want the best out of our team. Off the court, I want the best for them. So when it comes to keeping our team healthy, we turn to the Duke team at Duke Sports Medicine. You can get that same level of care at the new James R. Urbanic Sports Sciences Institute in Durham. It's a full-service sports medicine clinic that offers orthopedic, sports cardiology, concussion, sports vision, and urgent care treatment from the same doctors trusted by Duke Athletics. Make an appointment or learn more at dukehealth.org.
When my hair gets too long, I feel off. But after a haircut at Great Clips, I'm on again. That disappears from my laugh. Birds on someone else's car. The 5-second rule? For me, it's 10. I put service reps on hold and play them bad music.
Get in, out, and back to greatness. Download the Great Clips online check-in app. Great Clips. It's going to be great.
Last of the 8th inning here at the DBAP. It's a 4-1 lead for Notre Dame. Tully is back out there for the Irish. He's been very good for Notre Dame. 87 pitches so far tonight. 53 of them have gone for strikes. Chris Proctor gets the Blue Devils started here in the 8th. Kamet still loosening down that left field line for the Irish if trouble arises. Opening pitch on Proctor hits the outside corner for strike 1. Chris has flown to left and flown to center tonight. Choking up on that bat ever so slightly, wiggling it above his left shoulder. And the 0-1 misses upstairs. Lamanna out of his crouch to grab it. It's Mervis who's still tossing for Duke down the line and right. Nice job by Matt Dockman to get Duke off the field with no damage allowed in the top half of this inning and keep the game within shouting distance. Off the outside corner, but called a strike. 1-2 now on Proctor. The only inning where Tully really labored was that 6th inning when he gave up the infield single to walk, and later the run as Heron had the sacrifice fly. But through 5 innings tonight, had only thrown 58 pitches. And up near 90 now. So we told you last inning, he threw 114 in his outing against Wake Forest and South Bend last Friday. Here's the 1-2 on Proctor, and it's pop foul the other way. That'll chase out of play, and it's still 1-2 on the Duke catcher. Max Miller follows, and then Michael Smiklis. Miller and Smick have had a good night. Smick's been on base a couple of times. Miller had the infield single to begin the rally in the 6th. Another 1-2 on Proctor. Swung on and served out toward right center field. Moving over is Vierling. He will call it and make the grab for the first out. Base is empty, one away. Here is the aforementioned Max Miller. Max continuing that consecutive games played streak for the Blue Devils. Tonight is his 169th consecutive game that he has played in for Duke. Miller creeping in at third. Same story for Jung over at first. Max takes the first pitch breaking ball for a strike over the outer half. It's 0-1. The kick in the 0-1. At the knees for a called strike. Quickly 0-2 on the Duke second baseman. Career high for Tully tonight in innings pitched. Graduate student, the longest tenured pitcher on this Notre Dame club. 0-2 curveball is high. Our pal David Shoemake contributing to the broadcast tonight. He's hanging out with us. Miller looking to jumpstart the offense for Duke with one out here in the 8th. Here's the 1-2. Another curveball. This one slapped foul above the netting and back toward the roof. Smick is waiting on deck for Duke. Good news, if the Blue Devils don't rally, you'll get the top of the order back up in the 9th, but would love to get a run or two back here in the 8th. 1-2. Miller lines one our way, but will lay in just under the roof and rattle around some empty seats and plinko down. Still 1-2 on Miller, who's always a tough out. Max struck out his first time up. Struck out on the 10th pitch of the at-bat. Pitch number 97 for Tully is a curveball below the knees on the inner third, and the count levels. Corner infielders have backed up to regular depth. They play Miller a couple of steps toward right in the outfield. 2-2 on Miller. Fastball, fouled again over our heads. Max again hanging tough. Tully takes off his cap, puts it back on his head, and now climbs the back of the mound, both feet in the center of the pitching rubber, cupping his glove right at his left chest, looking into his catcher for the sign. LaManna plants it, and now time asked for as Miller steps out, glares down toward Jason Steen at third. Coach Steen hands on his hips as Miller digs back in. 2-2 again on Miller. Swung on and lined down the right field line. That should land out of play and will, just beyond the Duke bullpen. 9th pitch of the at-bat coming on Miller. He's fouled off 4 two-strike pitches. Drags the bat across the plate from the outside corner to the inside corner, and now awaits another 2-2 offering from Tully. Here it comes. Breaking ball upstairs. LaManna out of his crouch. And that is the 100th pitch thrown by the Notre Dame left-hander tonight. 63 have been strikes, according to the scoreboard in left center field. 3-2 pitch on Miller. Here it comes. And it's grounded right side. Second baseman Pockel picks it up. One step to first and throws out Miller as one second baseman grounds out to another. 2 down, base is empty, and it's up to Michael Smiklis to get the offense going for the Blue Devils. With 2 down here in the 8th. Smiklis has singled and walked in 2 plate appearances tonight, officially 1 for 1. And that might be the end of the day for Tully, as Mick Aoki, the Notre Dame skipper, on his way out. They've got a left-hander in the bullpen, so they may want to go left on left here with Smiklis. Notre Dame skipper chatting with his team on the back slope of the mound. No motion has been made toward the pin yet. Kamen is ready, and they're going to stick with him. So maybe just wanted to go over the plan here against Smick, who reapplies the Velcro on his batting gloves. Kind of like Nomar Garcia prior when he played. You know, he had all those crazy pre-at-bat rituals. Nicholas takes the Velcro 5 or 6 times, reapplies it. It's got to be tight. Ready to climb in. Left-hander against left-hander. Pitch number 102 on Smith. He has a strike over the outside corner. Four, 5-1 for Notre Dame. 1, 2-1 for Duke. Left-hander ready. The 0-1. Breaking ball for a strike below the knees on the outside corner. And it's 0-2. Smickles didn't think much of that call. Ready to dig back in. Tully looking for a punctuation mark to his outing. And the 0-2. Breaking ball served foul to the netting. Nice job by Smick to hang in there and just fight it off. Kenny Taylor hoping for a chance. Mervis still tossing down the right field line for Duke. Here's the 0-2. And it's a little bit low. Boy, Tully thought that was strike 3. He was halfway to that third base line. Notre Dame dugout voicing their displeasure toward the home plate umpire. Maybe a break for the Blue Devils there. 1-2. Tully back on the mound. Sign set by Lamanna. And the 1-2 on Smick. Swing and a miss. Got him with a breaking ball downstairs. Just the third strikeout for Tully tonight. And the Blue Devils go in order here in the 8th. We move on to the 9th at the Durham Bulls Athletic Park. It's Notre Dame 4, Duke 1. Back with the 9th after this.
Bioventus, a leader in orthobiologics, has a broad portfolio of products designed to enhance the body's own healing process. These products include clinically proven, cost-effective solutions for bone healing, bone graft, and knee osteoarthritis. Bioventus is active in more than 30 countries and headquartered in Research Triangle Park, North Carolina. We partner with clinicians and surgeons worldwide to help people resume and enjoy active lives. For more information, visit bioventus.com.
Nothing says time off like a weekend spreading mulch. Say no and call EcoPro. Family-owned and operated, EcoPro Mulch will save your weekend. EcoPro can deliver your mulch or ask about their nifty blower truck to spread your mulch and save you from cleaning up. With EcoPro, you'll get the best quality mulch for your yard and your quality time back. EcoProMulch.com. Mention this ad for a special discount on your next mulching with EcoPro.
We go to the top of the 9th inning. New pitcher on for the Blue Devils. It'll be left-hander, check that right-hander, Matt Mervis, who will come on and toss for the Blue Devils. He'll face Gilgenbach to start the 9th inning. Eric Gilgenbach, an RBI single his last time up, as the right-hander ready to go. And Mervis with the opening pitch. So fastball fouled straight back, 0-1. Numbers on Mervis so far this season for the Blue Devils: 12 appearances, 2-0 record, and a 3.14 ERA. 5 earned runs and 7 hits allowed over 14 1/3 innings. 13 strikeouts, 6 walks. The 0-1 fouled back. It's 0-2. Dockman went 2/3 of an inning for the Blue Devils. And struck out one of the two men he faced. Also got a pop out. So good outing for Dockman tonight. He threw just 5 pitches. So he's probably available for the rest of the series as the 0-2 pitch on Gilgenbach is wide to the outside corner. Final line on Graham Stinson as well. 1 inning, 1 hit, 2 walks, and a strikeout. Graham threw 26 pitches, so perhaps available if needed on Sunday. 1-2 for Mervis. Instead, time called just as Matt was beginning his motion. 9-1-2 due up for the Blue Devils in their half of the ninth. Here's the 1-2 for Mervis. Breaking ball in the dirt, blocked off the chest protector nicely by Proctor. And the count's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mervis wipes to a new sign. Wind picking up and ruffling the jersey of Matt, who fires home the 2-2. It's a check swing ground ball back to the mound. Mervis has it. Lally pops one to first, and the leadoff man retired. One away for Daniel Jung. Hitless in 2 official at-bats tonight. Did walk and score back in the 3-run 7th. Lasky began the game for the Blue Devils. 6 1/3, 5 hits, 4 runs, only 3 earned. 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Stinson for an inning. Dockman for 2/3 of an inning, and now the first right-hander thrown by the Blue Devils tonight. Mervis to the plate. And Jung check swings on the ball upstairs. They ask at third. No swing, says Cedric Coleman. Not a whole lot for him to do over at third base tonight. Kind of a quiet night. One of the only calls he's made this evening. Here's the 1-0. That's a low strike, 1-1. Tell you what, whoever draws that lucky straw to be the third base umpire in game 1 of a series, man, you are living right that weekend. 1-1. Inside and low, a slider nest. Can work third, work second. Not a whole lot going on at second base usually. Then you'll make some calls at first on Sunday. Take your check and head to the house. 2-1, fouled off the foot of Jung, and it's 2-2. Two and 2 the count on Jung. Mervis looking to keep the Blue Devils within shouting distance. Max Miller, handful of steps into short right field, playing second base. As Mervis glares over that black mitt, lifts the leg, and the 2-2. Fastball cut on and missed. 2 up, 2 quick outs for Mervis here in the ninth. And David Lamanna will come up. Also hitless in 2 tries, has struck out, grounded out, and walked. Opening pitch on Lamanna is a little bit high on the outside corner, 1-0. Georgia Tech leading Miami 5-1, bottom of the 8th inning on our Vivid Seats ACC scoreboard. The 1-0, upstairs 2-0. Scoreboard powered by Vivid Seats, official partner of Duke Athletics. See more and sit closer with vividseats.com/Duke. Bottom of the 8th inning in Chapel Hill, North Carolina and Wake Forest even at 2 apiece. Florida State and Louisville, 4-4, last of the 5th in Tallahassee. Mervis ready, and now home on 2-0. Off the outside corner, maybe a smidgen low. Runs the count to 3 balls and no strikes. Boston College trying to make a little comeback in Clemson tonight. 4-2 Tigers. Clemson batting, bottom of the 5th inning. Strike right through there, makes it 3-1. NC State evens up the series with Virginia Tech earlier today. A 14-2 Wolfpack win at English Field. Virginia 10-7 winners over Pittsburgh tonight. 3-1 on Lamanna. Is looped into right field. Conine coming on. Head first dive. And he made the catch to end the inning. More sensational defense for the Blue Devils. Notre Dame goes in order in the 9th. And And we go to the bottom half. Put your rally caps on. Notre Dame 4, Duke 1. Blue Devils with their last licks when you return to the D-Bap.
We understand at Thrifty Tire that getting your car fixed or buying new tires can be overwhelming. Let us help you choose from our large selection. We feature tires that fit your needs and budget from top quality brands such as Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and more. We pride ourselves on being your #1 choice for any auto repair. Let us earn your business. We're located on North Roxborough Road in Durham and Main Street in South Boston. That's Thrifty Tire Service Center.
Are you ready to see more clearly? Duke Eye Center offers the latest in laser vision correction, including custom LASIK, PRK, and other refractive surgery procedures. Our award-winning eye surgeons are board-certified and fellowship-trained cornea specialists who use the most up-to-date technology to help you achieve the best possible vision. Duke Eye Center is consistently ranked as one of the top 10 eye centers in the country by U.S. News & World Report. So why not go to the best for your eye care? Contact us today for your free LASIK consultation by visiting DukeEyeCenter.org or calling 919-681-3937.
Cole Kmet will come on and try and finish things off for Notre Dame tonight. Numbers on Kmet so far this season. He is the team's closer. 4 saves and an 0-1 record over 11 appearances. 2.70 ERA, 7 earned runs allowed over 23 and a third innings pitched. 20 hits, 19 strikeouts, 10 walks. Opponents hitting .233 against him. 3 doubles, couple of home runs allowed. He will take over for Tully, who works a career-high 8 innings tonight to go along with 2 hits, 1 run allowed, which was earned. Did a great job limiting free offense. Tully allowed just 1 walk, struck out 3, and threw 106 pitches. So Cole Kmet will come on and try and close the door for Notre Dame and give the Irish a victory in Game 1 of this weekend series. Kenny Taylor starts things for the Blue Devils. Kenny 0 for 1 officially, has hit into a double play and laid down a sacrifice bunt. Corner infielders creep in. Kmet's first pitch. Fouled straight back, 0-1. On Taylor. Swinging a line drive left field. Base hit. Good start to the ninth as Taylor aboard with a leadoff single. Back to the top of the order. It's Jimmy Herron now. Herron 0 for 2 has grounded to second. Fouled out to the catcher. Has also driven home the lone Duke run on a sacrifice fly in the 7th. Trying to keep his on-base and hitting streak alive. Kmet from the stretch. Taylor away from first. Opening pitch on Jimmy. Fouled back, 0-1. Kmet, an interesting story. He's also on the Notre Dame football team and is actively involved in spring practice for the Irish. So a story in one of the local newspapers up in the South Bend area about him earlier this week. As a left-hander ready, and the 0-1 on Herron. Popped up. Catcher Lamanna calling for it near the Duke on deck circle, and he can't make the play. Hits up against the netting, and Herron a reprieve with that pop-up. There was one series where Notre Dame got home at 2 in the morning, and Kmet was at spring practice lifting at 6:30 the next morning. Dedication, man. It's also Notre Dame. And in that story, they asked him, well, what's the hardest part about your schedule? Keeping up with your school? He said, no. Keeping up with my meals. I forget to eat sometimes. Herron takes low and outside, 1-2. It's kind of important. One and 2, Taylor away from first. Offering on Jimmy, swinging a ground ball up the middle and through for a base hit. Taylor will turn and hold at second. Back-to-back singles for Duke. And now Joey Loperfido represents the tying run. He will come to the plate as the Irish get a couple of pitchers loose in a hurry. A left-hander and a right-hander both tossing for the Irish. Nobody out, 2-1. By the way, that base hit for Herod moves his hitting streak to 5 straight. Jimmy's now reached in 7 in a row. Loper Fido 0 for 3. Ready for the first pitch. Outside corner, a fastball, strike one. Ethan DeCaster tossing in the Duke bullpen just in case. 0-1. Swing and a fly ball out toward left. Johnson judges, makes the catch, one away. One out brings up Zach Cohn. 0 for 3 tonight. Cohn has flown out to left twice. He's also reached on an error. And you figure with Komet coming in after the Blue Devils face that soft throwing left-hander in Tully, might disrupt the Blue Devils' timing. Not the case so far. They've squared up some base hits against him. As the opening pitch on Cohn. Ground ball up the middle, past the diving second baseman. Taylor around third, hustling to the plate. He's going to score. Ball bobbled in center field. RBI single Zach Cohn, and it's 4-2. Still just one out in the inning. For Cohn, it's his 19th RBI of the season.
The right fielder, number 9.
And big Griffin Conan coming up. And out comes a member of the Notre Dame coaching staff. Conan represents the winning run. We'll see if the Irish want to make a move here. The entire infield huddled around the center of the diamond. Coach Steen shoulder to shoulder with Griffin Conine, and they're going to stick with Kemet here. Griffin 0 for 3 tonight, so you can say he's due. Team leader in home runs. An RBI here would usurp Loper Fido for the team lead. Notre Dame plays no doubles all the way around the outfield. Of course, if Griffin hits one out of here, you don't have to worry about it. Opening pitch on Conan. Here it comes. Takes slow on the inside corner, 1-0. You have to wonder if Griffin will see anything great to hit here. I mean, teams are loath to put the tying run in scoring position. And with Lebowski waiting on deck, some good protection here for Conan. The 1-0. Check swing, he couldn't hold up. It's 1-1. Hits are even at 5 apiece. Herron's at second, Cohn's at first. Last of the ninth, the run home for Duke, down by 2. The 1-1. Breaking ball low. Hitters count for Conine. It's 2-1. Komet's only given up 2 home runs this year and 23 2/3 innings of work. The 2-1. Oh, fouled straight back. Griffin just a touch tardy. Got a good pitch there, but he's in a 2-2 count. Right-hander and a left-hander still loosening for Notre Dame down the left field line. DeCaster throwing in case there's a 10th. Griffin digs back in. Transfers his weight from his back foot to his front foot. Cocks the bat above his left shoulder, and the 2-2 home. Swing and a miss. Two away, and it's up to Jack Lebowski. Jack is 0 for 3 tonight. Has flown to right, struck out, and hit into a double play. Lebowski, the go-ahead or the winning run. Herons at second, Combs at first. Combe the more important of the two runs because he does represent the tying run. 14 pitches thrown by Komet. From the stretch, left-hander ready and fires on Lebowski. Fastball misses, 1-0. Chris Proctor waiting on deck for the Blue Devils. The 1-0. Swing and a little flare, foul right side and out of play. Two on, two out. Run home for Duke here in the ninth. 4-2 lead for Notre Dame. Ball and a strike on Lebowski. Left-hander fires. Swing and a ground ball up the middle and through for a hit. Heron around third. He's going to score. Cole speeding for third. And the Blue Devils have runners at the corners with 2 out. Lebowski with his 16th RBI of the year. And it's now up to Chris Proctor. Proctor 0 for 3. Has lined out to left and flown out twice to center. Notre Dame still playing no doubles in the outfield with 2 out. Tying runs just 90 feet away. Komet does have 2 wild pitches this year. That's an option as well. Proctor's reached base safely in 8 straight games, trying to keep that alive here. First pitch. Low, ball 1. And Komet's fallen behind the last 3 hitters, 1-0. Tying run 90 feet away. Winning run at first. 2 out. Proctor trying to keep it alive for the Blue Devils. Left-hander with a long look in. Komet delivers. High and outside, it's 2-0. LaManna asks for time and will head out toward the pitching mound. Proctor way ahead. Boy, Komet towers over his catcher. Komet 6'6", 256 pounds. LaManna 5'10". Giving up a little bit of height there. Runners at the corners, 2 out. 2-0 count on Proctor. Chris can be a little selective here. Left-hander ready, the 2-0. Outside, it's 3-0. See if the Blue Devils give Proctor the green light here, 3-0. Tying run 90 feet away. Max Miller waiting on deck, 2 out. Left-hander ready, the 3-0. Off the outside corner, called a strike though, 3-1. Notre Dame now going to play the outfit at regular depth with 2 out. They no longer play the no double. Straight away on Proctor. All across the outfield. 3-1. Swinging a little chopper towards short. Daly charging in. Throws to first. Lane, and the game is tied. Proctor hustles out an infield single, and the Blue Devils have come all the way back. It'll be a line drive at the box score tomorrow as Proctor, with his 10th RBI of the year. Duke has scored 3 times in the ninth. And that might be the end of the day for the Notre Dame closer. Lebowski at second, Proctor at first, and the Irish are going to the bullpen against the Duke captain, Max Miller, who's 1 for 3 tonight. Right-hander coming in for Notre Dame when you come back to the DBAP. Duke 4, Notre Dame 4 on the Blue Devil IMG Sports Network.
Duke fans, don't miss your chance to experience the action live with tickets from Vivid Seats, the official partner of the Duke Blue Devils. Visit vividseats.com/Duke today to buy and sell tickets to any event. Home games, on the road, even sold-out games, no problem. And every transaction is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee. Vivid Seats lets you see more and sit closer all season long. Support the Blue Devils with tickets from official partner Vivid Seats. To purchase tickets and read our guaranteed terms, visit vividseats.com/Duke today.
Think about the last time you moved. Remember how you said you'd never do it alone again? We know moving is tough, but at 2 Men in a Truck, we make it easy. No matter the move, big or small, we'll make it a smooth one. We're the movers who care, and we'll prove it with our 96% referral rate and courteous background check movers. We're local and affordable, and we can help at a price that won't make you wish you'd done it on your own. When you're ready, give us a call or find us online for a free estimate at 2meninatruck.com. For home and business moving, call the movers who care. 2 Men in a Truck, serving the Triangle for 15 years.
4-4 game, last of the ninth inning. And the new pitcher for Notre Dame, right-hander Andrew Belak, sophomore, 6'1", 236 from Oldsmar, Florida. Numbers on the Notre Dame right-hander: 14 appearances, 1 save, a 1-1 record. 5.32 ERA, 13 earned runs, and 16 hits allowed over 22 innings pitched. 13 walks, 22 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting 200 against him. Hemet goes 2/3 of an inning for Notre Dame, surrenders 5 hits, and right now 3 runs. No walks, 1 strikeout through 22 pitches. So it's Belak on to throw. Winning run 180 feet away for the Blue Devils. Max Miller digging in. Miller struck out in the first, infield single, and scored a run in the 6th. Grounded out on a lengthy at bat in the 8th. Base hit, probably wins it for Duke, with the Blue Devils going on contact. Belak from the stretch, and the opening pitch on Miller. Down and in, ball 1. It'll be to Castor if we have a 10th. Miller hoping to send everybody home happy. 1-0 on Max. High on the outside corner, 2-0. Boboski at second had an infield, or had a single to drive home a run. Proctor drove in the tying run, legging out an infield single. 2-0 the count on Miller. Belak from the stretch. Right-hander checks and fires on Max. Swing and a fly ball foul down the left field line. Had a good cut at it just early. Miller 7 for 34 with 2 outs. And hitting over 260 with runners in scoring position this year. It's 2-1 on him. As the right-hander ready, checks and delivers. Takes upstairs, does Miller. It's 3-1. And a walk puts the winning run 90 feet away for Michael Smiklis, who was waiting stage right. There's a left-hander still throwing for Notre Dame down the left field line in case he is needed. And you wonder if Notre Dame may go left on left if Miller reaches. 3-1. He walked him and the bases are loaded. Just the second walk given up by Notre Dame pitching tonight. And that might be the end of the night for Belak, whose job was to come on and get Miller, and now the Irish will trot a left-hander in from the bullpen. So the bases are loaded. There are 2 outs. 3 runs are in this frame for Duke, and now the winning run for the Blue Devils just 90 feet away. New pitcher on for the Irish. We'll tell you who it is after this timeout.
Smith Orthodontics is a proud supporter of Duke Athletics. Dr. Dempsey Smith is a leading Invisalign provider in the state of North Carolina, utilizing the latest in technology in an honest, friendly, and comfortable environment. As the preferred orthodontics provider of Duke Athletics, our team is committed to providing the best quality care possible for all of our patients. Visit DurhamOrthodontics.com or call today for a complimentary consultation to see why Smith Orthodontics has become a fan favorite for individuals and families in Durham, Mebane, and the surrounding areas.
Are you ready to see more clearly? Duke Eye Center offers the latest in laser vision correction, including custom LASIK, PRK, and other refractive surgery procedures. Our award-winning eye surgeons are board-certified and fellowship-trained cornea specialists who use the most up-to-date technology to help you achieve the best possible vision. Duke Eye Center is consistently ranked as one of the top 10 eye centers in the country by U.S. News & World Report. So why not go to the best for your eye care? Contact us today for your free LASIK consultation by visiting DukeEyeCenter.org or calling 919-681-3937.
Tommy Vale, the new pitcher for Notre Dame. Vale, a true freshman, 5'11", 172. Numbers on Vale this year, the best ERA on the team at 1.59. 12 appearances, 2 earned runs, 11 in a third innings pitched. 7 hits, 14 strikeouts, 8 walks. Does have 1 wild pitch. Blue Devils would take a wild pitch here, or a walk, a base hit, or any number of things. Michael Smikolas coming up for the Blue Devils. It's just the second at-bat this year for Smick with the bases loaded. A Blue Devil at every base. Opening pitch on Smick. Outside corner, strike one. Smikolas, the 9th man to bat this inning for the Blue Devils. Kenny Taylor's on deck, but won't come up regardless of what happens in this situation. 0-1, left-hander ready and delivers. Breaking ball, hit him, and the game is over! Duke scores 4 in the 9th and wins it 5-4. That's the Blue Devil winner! Oh, sweet mercy! Blue Devils score 5 times in the 9th, and they win it. Duke 5, Notre Dame 4. Back to wrap it up after this.
This is Duke head football coach David Cutcliffe. On game day, our team has each other's backs. So who has our back when it comes to treating injuries off the field? The team at Duke Sports Medicine. You can get that same level of care at the James R. Urbanic Sports Sciences Institute in Durham. It's a full-service sports medicine clinic where you can see the same experts used by Duke Athletics, including specialists in orthopedics, sports cardiology, concussion, and sports vision. Make an appointment or learn more at dukehealth.org. Go Duke.
From North Durham to campus, downtown in the RTP, Duke is proud to be a part of the growing Durham community. We are also proud to be made in Durham. This year, we are thrilled to celebrate a number of our sponsors who are not only important parts of our community, but are also made in Durham. Please join us in supporting our Made in Durham partners: the American Tobacco Campus, Durham Catering Company, Nosh, Harris Beverages, Spoke Up, the Washington Duke Inn and Golf Club, and Durham Coca-Cola. Go Duke!
This is Kevin White representing Duke Athletics. All of us within Duke Athletics love our relationship with 9th Street Flowers. Make no mistake about it, 9th Street Flowers is the official florist of Duke Athletics. The next time you need a floral arrangement for the birth of a new baby, a retirement, a holiday, or a graduation, stop by and see Larry Wood and his staff at 700 9th Street in Durham, or simply visit 9thstreetflowers.com. Go Duke, go 9th Street Flowers.
Capital City Chop House is located near RDU and just a short trip from Duke, making it the perfect place to celebrate a Blue Devils victory. Locally owned and operated for 19 years, we feature the highest quality meat, ocean fresh seafood, and pork dishes for an elegant dining experience. Tasting is believing, so visit us at Capital City Chop House off Airport Boulevard in Raleigh, Port City Chop House in Wilmington, or Chop House in High Point, or visit us online at chophousesofnc.com. Everything you've heard is true. Chop House Restaurants, the perfect dining experience.
Duke wins it in dramatic fashion tonight here at the Durham Bulls Athletic Park. 5-4, Duke walks off and defeats Notre Dame on a walk-off hit by pitch as Duke scores 4 times in the 9th to win it. For the Blue Devils, 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They strand just 1 tonight. For Notre Dame, 4 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They leave 4. With the win. Duke now 22-5 on the season, 7-3 in the ACC. Notre Dame drops to 11-14 on the season, 4-6 inside the conference. Winning pitcher tonight for the Blue Devils is Matt Mervis in relief. He improved to 3-0. Mervis, 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Tommy Vale credited with the loss. He falls to 3-3. Vale hit Nicholas with the bases loaded that drove in what was the winning run in the contest. Took 2 hours and 52 minutes to play the game tonight as Notre Dame struck first in the 4th inning on an RBI single with 2 out from Matt Vierling off the top of the Blue Monster. Duke then tied the game in the bottom of the 6th inning. A sacrifice fly by Jimmy Herron brought home Max Miller to tie the game at 1. Notre Dame then scored 3 times in the 7th to take the 4-1 lead before Duke scored 4 runs in the 9th. A leadoff single by Kenny Taylor, then Jimmy Herron a single. After Loper Fido line out, Zach Cohn an RBI base hit. Jack Lebowski a 2-out RBI single. Chris Proctor legged out an infield single to tie the game. A walk to Miller, then a hit by pitch to Smikulas, loaded the bases. And Smikulas with a hit by pitch won the game for the Blue Devils. A great crowd at the DBAP tonight of 1,103 fans as Duke finds a way to win it 5-4. Game 2 of the series coming up tomorrow. Our pregame coverage starts at 12:45 right here on the Blue Devil IMG Sports Network. It'll be left-hander Tommy Sheehan who will go for Notre Dame, 1-1 with a 5.61 ERA. He'll be opposed by Duke left-hander Mitch Stallings. Mitch 2-2 with a 4.13 earned run average. Again, our pregame coverage starts at 12:45. 1 o'clock first pitch. Hope you'll make plans to join us here at the DBAP tomorrow or right here on GoDuke.com. Final totals again for Duke. Now 22-5 on the year, 7-3 in the ACC. 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They leave 1 for Notre Dame. 4 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They strand 4. Irish are now 11-14 overall, 4-6 in the conference. Mervis the win, 3-0. Vale the loss, 3-3. It took 2 hours and 52 minutes to play it. 1,103 were here to see it. I'm Chris Edwards saying so long from the Durham Bulls Athletic Park. Hope to talk to you tomorrow for more Duke baseball. Until then, thanks for listening. So long from the DBAP.
You've been listening to Duke Baseball.